And we're live.
Alright. Staying alive, staying alive. So,
Yeah.
Trump's a gangster?
Trump is totally gangster.
Now he is, yeah.
Yeah, took 2 shots and still living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he got hit like
He fucking breathed. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have scars for life.
There was something on Facebook that somebody posted that said, like I said, politics aside, this man's a father, a husband, a grandfather.
Yeah.
And it's not okay for, whoever to, take shots at that.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, so you don't have to die for, he's died because of, you know what I mean?
Right. But he's willing to fight for his life to help the American people.
Yeah. Yeah, no insensitive memes here.
Yeah, no insensitive memes on this one.
Like, I saw some of those and I wasn't even laughing at them because it's just not funny,
Yeah, it's bad taste.
No, it's the fact, if people are getting assassinated, there's actually been like videos of people actually being assassinated. Back in like 1960, Enejiro Atsunuma, he was one of the Chinese, not Chinese, but one of the Asian socialists.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually killed with a wakizashi, a samurai sword, by a 17-year-old boy who protested Atsunuma's politics, his policies, and that's what killed him within the hour. But
yeah.
God, I've seen a lot of stuff that happened live. I mean, I've seen Benazir Bhutto's assassination back in 2007 and all that,
Mm-hmm.
And
it's kind of crazy how all these assassinations are on camera.
yeah, but that's again, a lot of that stuff happened live. I mean, especially the JFK. I said, oh, JFK.
Yeah, JFK.
November of '63. Yeah, that's just
Yeah. He almost got JFK'd.
Yeah. You ever had a JFK haircut? A little bit off the top.
A little bit off the top. Speaking of haircut, do you want to do your haircuts now?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Cool.
Then you're not going to see me naked, because obviously...
I'm not going to see you naked.
Go to my OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
No, I did do that, though.
No, I remember that.
I got those dick ratings. It was like 6.5. Like 6.5, seriously?
It's above average.
Yeah, above average. It's like, you got to give me at least a B or something, girl. It's not even B+. Just give me like an A sometimes, just humor me. Because I feel totally like emasculated when, I show women, pictures of my dick, and she just goes, oh yeah, they're exceptional. They're, really, my dick's like an absent father, really. It's like, maybe he'll show, maybe he won't. It's one of those things. It's like Evel Knievel. It's like, I get paid for the attempt.
I get paid for the attempt.
I get paid for the attempt. People actually pay to, stay to get but. So, I spent a lot of money on internet cochinas, and I'm not proud of that anymore.
Yeah. E-thoughts.
E-thoughts, yeah.
Yeah, e-thoughts.
You can't make a hell of a housewife.
Nope.
Yeah, so, for me, it's just, I really wanted to download Dre's discography on Spotify, and I was like, not really. So I've been listening to a lot of Marshall M&M. So, just last week, he put out The Death of Slim Shady.
Yeah. I'm surprised it has low ratings.
It's gotten low ratings because he doesn't really rap fast or get that complicated,
True, he's not tech rapping.
No, he's not Tech 9.
Yeah.
He doesn't really go all fast and stuff like that unless it's really necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Eminem.
They can do it though.
Oh, Marshall can, yeah.
Yeah, he can do it.
You ever saw Speed 'em?
No.
Speed 'em is a track by Eminem, it's a track with Tech 9, Chris California.
Oh, Speed 'em.
And I'm gonna hit the clutch, Speed 'em.
Yeah.
And leave him in the dust, Speed 'em. Yeah, I know. And then Marshall went in. He's like, before I just check this beat, and then it's just he goes off and off and off. It's just he definitely beat rappers his own game.
Oh yeah.
What I'm saying is like he's more concerned with kind of giving people, like Baby Sean or Big Sean, guys that aren't really as big as he is, to give them a platform, because I was kind of like, if you listen to Jid, that guy's actually a legitimate MC. And the fact that he got on Eminem's music, was pretty dope too. Yeah. Yeah, which was crazy too, because in the album, I think Bizarre was actually featured on that album as well.
Huh.
Bizarre, yeah, I know, that's, yeah.
He has a lot of features this time.
Who, Marshall?
Yeah, this time.
Marshall gives more people, like, the fact they have Jelly Roll on, like, the closing track for that album, on I think it's Somebody Save Me, he's been a part of this or whatever, but it's just, he's just given those artists who never really, gave him really like a platform to really showcase their talent.
Hmm.
And it might have been in poor taste when he did it, he did a posthumous record with Juice WRLD.
Yeah, Juice
when
WRLD.
When he did Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that was great. It's just, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's just,
It's good content.
Yeah, it's good that Eminem, like Marshall, actually gives people a platform for that. But like the concept album, I feel like, if you listen to Guilty Conscience too, he's basically, he's trying to, again, like he wants to stop. He doesn't really want to salvage his career. What he's doing is that, what Slim Shady would try to do to get people canceled. He's going to say all the wrong things at the wrong times, trying to get Eminem, literally canceled and blacklisted forever.
Yeah.
And he's trying to put an end to that.
We have a problem. Some Shady comes through a time portal.
I know, right? It's like, we got a problem. He's like, what the fuck? And that's what I like too. I like that track on Houdini. It's like, sometimes I wonder what that old me would say. He just goes, if what? And just I heard that, I was like, wow, that's Eminem. Like that's some Shady LP type Shady type thing. It's like, if what? And that was the crazy part, because I was just like, oh yeah, that's he could definitely. That's the crazy part about Marshall. He just turn on a dime.
Yeah.
He can't really turn to Slim Shady when he wants to. He's like,
he can be Slim, he can be Eminem, he can be Marshall.
Yeah, Eminem's the Marshall.
Yeah.
No, Eminem's the Marshall. Like him one. He's like, I'm gay. Look, it's raining dicks.
Yeah, when he said he was gay on the interview.
Oh yeah, in Germany, because he can say anything. It's like, yeah, I can say anything. This is nothing awesome. Yeah. It's just, overall, I get it. It's like it's not groundbreaking like. Like Marshall Mathers LP too. It's not on that level.
Yeah.
But it's definitely it's up there.
Yeah.
It's better than Revival.
Yeah.
The only reason why Revival got flack is because he got too political on the record.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't be. He should never be. You never really look to. You don't personally look to. One does not personally look at Eminem and think, oh yeah, his voice in politics really do matter.
I wonder if he still hates Trump.
He did draw a line in the sand a while ago when he was doing that. What was that? He was doing that cipher from 2016.
Yeah.
So I'm drawing a line in the sand. If you can't be a fan of me and a fan of him at the same time, and whatever. It's just, don't get me wrong. Trump is not perfect. I will be the first person to tell you that flat out.
He's the perfect president.
He's not a perfect human being. He's not freaking. He's not
God.
He's not the Teflon Don. He's not freaking. He's not Jesus. He's not one of those, seemingly pure individuals. Like, Trump has done a lot of messed up things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but, I don't know. I think it's like he got too political,
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why Revival didn't go viral. Yeah, he made fun of that. You know what's crazy, though, is that whenever Marshall puts out an album that overall is not great, he turns it around. And he turns it around, and then he turns it around, and then he just delivers with something even better.
Yeah.
Like he put out Relapse.
He has real momentum.
He put out Relapse, and then 6 months later he came out with Recovery, which is obviously one of his better albums of them. And the same thing with Revival. If Revival did kind of like that same thing, or if that wasn't good, then like literally 6 months later he made what else? He made Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Kamikaze, that one's great because he was getting at everybody. He was just, throwing daggers at everybody where it's like, oh yeah, well this is, it's like I could really go and sing Captain Insano on all these people if I need to. I'll reach onto that level and just start dissing people,
Didn't MGK switch genres?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the rise and fall, and hopefully we've never
No, MGK.
I'm sorry, Jay, if you get triggered because of, MGK in general, but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly, like I said, first of all, he called his daughter effing hot when he, which by the way was, a minor at the time, it's just, it's just disrespectful, you don't really swing on the king, you don't really just
go after kids.
Yeah. And he just flat out goes. It's not even for Marshall. It's not even why he got banned from Shade 45. It's like because we don't want.
He owns Shade 45.
I know, but we just we don't want him on the air though. You know what I'm saying?
See?
No, like.
Oh, MGK.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. He's banned from Shade.
Marshall's like, yeah, he's banned from Shane 45 because obviously, it's like, oh yeah, she's she's effing hot. It's like, no, she's not. I mean, now if you say attractive, that's fine, but she's a girl.
Or good genetics.
She's a girl, by the way.
Yeah, she's a kid.
She's a kid. She's a girl, and she's a kid. So it's a very fine line you have to say. Like if you just say like, wow, attractive and beautiful, that's fair, but don't ever go that far where it's like, oh yeah, fucking hot. It's like, no, dude, like, you gotta play your cards right. I don't know what it is, because it's kind of like that whole thing with Dr. Disrespect, who may or may not have sent DMs to those
kids,
to that kid and everything. Like the whole issue with that situation and everything. It's just, I feel like even I could have been. I'm not even a publicist or like a PR guy, but even I thought to myself, I could definitely say stuff that could definitely not salvage, but kind of like back up these words. And just spin them in a way where it kind of like switches up the narrative, because really, I mean, that's the best way to do it. I mean, I'm not really like, this is why I love like being a defense attorney.
Okay.
You ever played the Ace Attorney trilogy?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Objection!
Take that. No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude. That's what I love. I just love.
You know what I remember from that? The clown girl didn't have real boobs. They were balloons.
Okay, you played something different.
No, that's the Ace Attorney.
No, the Ace Attorney trilogy, I know, but it's like, it's like...
Don't you remember the clown girl?
No, it's what?
Hey, you don't remember the clown girl?
I don't remember. I'm not that far, dude. I'm like...
Oh.
Yeah,
I gave a spoiler then.
I was playing the first one, yeah. So
okay, I gave a spoiler.
Thank you, asshole. I'm joking. I don't really call him Nathan. I love this guy.
Yeah, I love this guy too.
It's just... I mean, what I love about that is, like, I love being a defense attorney that was just like, oh, yeah, well, they, that's what's kind of cool is that, I could be a defense attorney because and the funny part is I don't need a college degree to really win those cases and stuff. So.
Yeah, I'm going to get my drink.
Yeah, you could do that. God, I wish I had like my own sponsors for like the channels like that.
Oh, dude, that'd be so fucking
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I love when Mikey O'Shea on TikTok. He goes on TikTok just to troll other people, and he just goes. By the way, she has a boyfriend. He's like already like trying to run it for somebody else. But he's like, what you can be doing? You should be playing Raid Shadow Legends. And he even did it too, and during his matches and stuff like that. He goes, "This suplex is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends." He literally suplexes the dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was just a troll. He's like, "I'm gonna surprise." Bam.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's cool.
I like Mikey.
Yeah.
We're actually still friends. We're still talking. We've been talking for like the past 10 years now.
I'll tell you what, though.
We're still close.
Well, yeah,
I
but
think we are, yeah.
talking about wrestling, though?
The first season of Larry's Wrestling Company, I brought in Sean Black and Mikey O'Shea, a.k.a. the Powerhouse.
Yeah.
And brought them to the LWC.
Nice.
And, they just... Now they're doing, Sean's doing amped up wrestling and more power to him and everything. Still him and Mikey, they still tag on occasions and they still do battle from time to time. So yeah, they're
okay.
We're all thick as thieves. We're tighter than ever.
Nice.
I love Mikey's humor, and I like Sean Black's. I like the fact that they're really making light of their urban upbringing though. So yeah. It's all pretty fun. Nice. What were you going to say right now?
Well, speaking of wrestling.
I know you had a point and I was interrupting you.
No. I just wanted to say, in terms of wrestling, I believe in Joe Henry.
Dude, did you see that clip where he jumped in as freaking Trick Williams' tag partner on NXT?
Really?
Yeah. He literally just, out of nowhere, Trick Williams was going to go along. He was going to battle Ethan Page, and he was going to battle Ethan Page and Sean Spears, and then he goes, "Say his name," and he appears, and the crowd just drowns out because they wanted to chant the song, because that's how big that song is, or at that point in time, it's still going on. It was like number one of the UK charts still. Yeah.
Careful with that chair, it's broken.
Oh yeah, we're all broken inside, aren't we?
We're all broken inside.
We're all broken inside. Say their name, I'll cut my wrist.
Dude,
tender and sorry.
I fucking love how you told Leon on.
Oh yeah. He was like blasting music and so Leon, fuck you.
That was witty. That was pretty witty. On the ball too.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly feel like this guy's a liability.
Yes, he is a liability.
He's like. If you ever seen the Godfather trilogy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seen that? You seen the Godfather trilogy? You're familiar with Fredo Corleone, right?
I don't remember the name of it.
Fredo, he's the slower brother that obviously is
Yeah.
not on Michael's level.
Yeah.
Where like I mean his dad, for example, Vito Corleone gets shot buying produce like out on the street, and then Fredo goes to like freaking retaliate, and he drops his gun onto the ground while his father's getting shot the hell up.
Wow.
Yeah, Fredo is not really the
brightest,
not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah.
We'll just put that lightly. Yeah.
Yeah. The character.
I think he had like pneumonia or something like that was part of his character. That's why that's why Fredo was kind of slow.
Okay.
And they kind of like that's why they sent him down to Las Vegas, and he buddied up with Mo Green. But Fredo was not meant to be a leader at that point in time because he's done like some pretty stupid stuff. Yeah, that guy John Cazale actually had cancer. He had colon cancer and he died in 78?
I don't know.
I think it was during the Deer Hunter.
Wow.
That's when he passed away. Yeah, that's what's crazy.
Wow.
It's Chadwick Boseman went out that same way. He had cancer. He didn't tell anybody. He worked.
He worked through it.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy. And like this is crazy because he's really kind of like not really James Dean, but he was kind of like talented on that level where Chadwick could do a film. I mean, he was Black Panther. He played Black Panther, Jackie Robinson, James Brown. All in the span of like 3 or 4 years, and then he just up and passed away in front of everyone. Yeah, it's just crazy. There's the thing, like the same thing with animals. If they have cancer, they just won't tell you.
They won't tell you.
They won't tell you. They won't tell you until it's too late.
Yeah. My dog Gracie, the German Shepherd that would protect me.
Yeah.
After I was adopted by the Tobins.
Yeah.
Gracie was awesome, right? I would take walks with this German Shepherd as a kid.
God rest her soul.
God rest her soul. She died of cancer.
Yeah. I feel like it's a recurring thing with cancer. Same thing with Pastor Tiny.
Yeah.
His name was Melvin Reinhold, and he died of like stomach cancer.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm cancer free now.
Okay.
Yeah. No more tumor.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like, is that benign or malignant? Like, what is?
It's gone now.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's power of prayer. Okay.
No, yeah.
I'm not really going to sign nobody up, but I'm just going to say, it's a miracle. I'm still standing today,
I know.
It took me right then and there, and he's just like, no, there's still more for you to do, so there I am.
Yeah. Cancer free. My dad's cancer free.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't really want to knock this over, like, oh, thank you.
Got it.
Yeah, because,
You know Marvin? Have you heard about it?
Oh, Marvin?
Yeah, Marvin. He's in Costa Rica right now.
Costa Rica?
Yeah. His son-in-law, really, but was beaten to death in Costa Rica.
No, God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
2 days before he was going to see him again.
That was just terrible.
Right.
That's awful timing, too.
Yeah.
I remember that, too, when I was a kid, when I was a youngster.
Yeah.
I actually went to go see my father.
Okay.
And going to see my dad, I go to pay him a visit. It turns out that he was kind of put in a medically induced coma, so he was just sitting there the whole time, non-responsive, and it's like, the social workers were just like, are you sure you want to see him? This could be the point, it could be the last time you could ever see him, and I was just like, yeah, I don't want to be there for my dad. I was there,
Yeah.
and then, like the week of, I had that call with my father on Monday, and I keep telling him I had to urge him, and I had to like basically light a fire under his ass. And I don't really want to be explicit or anything, but I had to basically, I didn't sugarcoat it to my father, and I told him flat out, I was like, you need to take your medication. That's what's going to save you. That's what's going to bring you back to life. Really, that's what's going to help you. And then by Wednesday, I got pulled out of school, and I said, remember when the social worker basically said, remember when I said this may be the last time I ever see him again?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't cry or shed a tear because, you know, I later know the truth about what my father did to my mother. But at that point in time, I was just, you know, I feel terrible.
Did I ever tell you my bastard of a biological grandpa?
Oh, that guy's dead, right?
He's dead.
Good, because
Thank God.
we don't have to talk about him anymore.
Yeah, thank God.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I don't even remember his name.
It's a touchy subject, and,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, I mean, I don't really want to mention people that do some messed up stuff. It's like Chris Benoit, I want to sing his praises, but he killed his wife and his child, so.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's why we don't talk about him. We don't talk about Benoit. Too soon? No, I'm kidding. No, an alcohol wrestling thing is like, I don't think anyone should really be in a Hall of Heroes or like a Hall of Fame type of deal. It should never be inducted.
Wrestling?
Yeah.
Why not?
In wrestling in general.
Why not? I know it's fake, but.
No, it's scripted.
Yeah, scripted.
Yeah, like I said, that 4-letter F word, that's
Yeah.
going to take umbrage with. Yeah.
Right. Some people no-sell that, though.
It's scripted and predetermined. Well, yeah, they don't do that too. Like they literally will beat your ass because they don't want to put you over. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's why Jimmy Savile, when he was a wrestler, he was like more of a journeyman, and nobody would take him seriously because, you know, like, oh, he's got a career in radio and now he wants to transition to wrestling and try to take that away from these guys, and these guys would literally beat the piss out of him.
Wow.
And never put him over.
He got Kimbo sliced.
Yeah, I mean, we later find out what happened to him back in 2011 after his passing, but. I mean, you know, like I said, people who, you know, do these awful things behind the scenes, they shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. It's the same reason why Benoit's not going in the Hall of Fame ever. I feel like he saw the error of his ways and then committed suicide. That's a
hot topic.
That's why we don't talk about him.
That's a hot topic.
We should message a great wrestler in and out of the ring, but after you find out what he did in June of 2007, yeah, you're not even going to include him. He doesn't want to be in the Hall of Fame because he's already going to realize that the error of his ways, and he's never going to want to go back in the Hall of Fame ever again because of it. But there's still people who have a legacy and a life outside of it.
Okay.
Jake the Snake Roberts got into wrestling just to spite his father.
Yeah.
Yeah, his father was, you know.
Oh, that reminds me. You know who's both missing an ear?
Mick Foley.
The guy that fought Mike Tyson.
At the Vander Holyfield.
Yeah, and Donald Trump.
Did he really lose an ear?
He got shot in the ear, dude.
They're not going to move it. Like, look at Veronica.
She's cute.
Just like, look at her ear, though.
No, it's clipped from an earring.
Okay, yeah. But
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, he never really lost an ear. But I think Mick Foley lost.
He lost a big ass chunk.
Like, we cannot salvage it.
He's gonna have scars for life.
The way he talks like Marlon Brando.
Bro, that first president with face scars.
You wouldn't even bother to call me Godfather.
Right.
Yeah. You know what's an interesting story about The Godfather? While they were on the set and they were, you know, rehearsing, Marlon Brando befriended a stray.
Okay.
Stray cat on the set of The Godfather.
Okay.
You know, befriended the cat, and, you know, just simply, you know, kept it like all calm in his arms and stuff like that. That was crazy. The fact he could do this, like, through 10 minutes of filming and all that, just showed how much of a professional Brando was.
Right.
You know, Brando's pro LGBTQ though. No, he was pro LGBT. You know, he was definitely one of those people because I think he was bi.
Was he?
At one point in time, I think he was bisexual. Yeah.
Sorry, Richard. They come up the sink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they come up the sink. Internet drown those fuckers. I punish them.
So it's not me then, is it?
Huh?
So it's not my house. I didn't bring it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't bring it here. That's why I was tripping. I was like, oh no, did I do that? Like, am I an agent? Am I, you know, am I an agent? Chaos? Okay. I'm on a mission of mercy.
Oh, you remember that Joker scene when he's like, I'm an agent in chaos and gives the gun to Harvey Dent?
Oh, yeah.
He had his thumb on the trigger, so even if Harvey pulled it, it wouldn't have killed him. Yeah, he had his thumb on the hammer.
That's a test.
Yeah.
You know Michael Caine was tripping out that whole time?
What?
No, I think it was like at one point it was like real terror because you never knew, you know, Ledger behind the makeup and everything, behind the face paint and all that.
Okay.
Before that, yeah, that's why, you know, I think Maggie Gyllenhaal wasn't acting either because, you know, people didn't know what Joker would look like, what Ledger would look like. That's the thing. And he truly stays committed to that role as well, you know.
Till he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brando was actually like I said, Brando was actually like, he was part of that LGBTQ community like way before that even became a thing or a movement, because he was actually bisexual himself.
Okay.
And he's, you know, been known to have, you know, strange bedfellows, so to speak.
You know what really pisses me off?
People.
No, when bisexuals get called gay.
That's the weird part too. It's like, you know, it's
What
like,
the fuck?
well, because we don't usually use, you know, slurs, but I've been called I mean, freaking, what's his face? I'm not going to say his name either because, you know, like I said, he's a, you know, I think it's transphobic really though. It's like, or homophobic, it's transphobic really. I don't know what it is, but it's just, you know, be calling a gay F word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got called that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been called that, freaking, you know, my roommate's been called that, you know, my other roommates been called that, you know, it's just, I feel like it kind of like, it's like the N-word, you know, kind of like set people back like
For gay people.
years. Huh?
Yeah, for gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the N-word for gay people.
Yeah, it's like Karen's being called the N-word, it's like, believe me, it's like, oh yeah, believe me, this freaking from over 400 and 500 years ago, believe me.
Hey, Mama, you want lobster? She only eats out of the left bowl.
Why?
I don't know. So every now and then I gotta rotate it for her, because she won't eat out of the right bowl. She'll only eat out of the left bowl.
Oh, you see that little cushion right there?
Yeah.
My dad got it for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that she has a nice little memory foam to sit on when she eats.
Memory foam?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I feel like, you know, I don't know what that is, but I feel like the gay F word itself, I feel like that kind of like, that's the thing too, because I'm talking to trans chicks too.
Yeah.
Especially during Pride Month, dude. I was talking to
Trans people? Aren't they straight? By definition?
well, bisexual would be the more appropriate term, I would believe.
But if they're a trans female, right,
Okay.
and they're dating a male, I know it's gay as fuck, but aren't they trying to be straight?
Careful, no, I'm kidding.
Aren't they trying to be straight?
I mean, a hole is a hole at the end of the day. Yeah, it's just, you know, I would go bi. I think bi would be like a lot easier than just saying.
You don't want to date men.
No, that's kind of.
Men are filthy, dirty creatures
Oh yeah, we are.
that want nothing but to get their dick sucked.
But a hole is a hole at the end of the day.
No, not even. There's AIDS,
Oh yeah, that's.
and AIDS is rampant right now.
Is it really?
Yes, it's rampant.
There's.
You know why though, right?
There's at least 20 to 30 people I think that have died because of AIDS.
Yes. You know why though, right? AIDS is rampant,
Why?
especially amongst gays. Because once you get AIDS, you turn gays because gays have AIDS. Who else you gonna fuck?
Ooh. You know, you're onto something here.
Right. People that get AIDS literally have been turning gay because there's no one else to fuck. Oh, have you ever told you my transgender farmer joke?
Oh God, please don't. We want to make this thing listenable, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off camera.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just, you know, you can tell me afterwards.
All right.
Right this second.
No, I understand.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I know a dark joke about John Wayne Gacy and Paul McCartney that you're really gonna love. It's like, no, you won't.
Yeah.
You won't. Oh, freaking, so yeah, Drake is not going to be performing in the city of Compton at all.
He's not welcome in the hood.
Of course not, no.
And Snoop Dogg's not even welcome in the hood.
Excuse me?
Snoop Dogg is no longer welcome in the hood.
But doesn't he own Death Row Records, though, is what I'm saying?
He's a G. But he's now living that millionaire lifestyle, and he got nothing to do in the hood.
Of course not, no.
He's not pushing drugs. He's now a family man.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's now a family man. He has nothing to do with the hood, and the hood kicked him out. So like, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
Trying to ruin your life? Get the fuck out of my hood.
Like, I don't think that's necessarily true, though.
No, it's true. Snoop Dogg even went on record saying, I'm not allowed in the hood no more.
Because of his status, that's definitely, I don't know what that is.
Because of his status.
It's exclusionary. That's why rappers are being killed in Louisiana, is because, the hood don't want to see you do well.
Yeah, they're like crabs, you know what I mean? They'll pull you down just so they can get to the top of the crab bottle.
You remember Sister Soulja?
Sister Soulja, no.
Yeah, she was like a rapper from Louisiana that got killed because apparently she was doing too well for herself and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is. They got like Louisiana had like a really like God. Dude, you think that's bad, dude? Go to Chirac.
No, I had a really dark joke in my head.
Go to O Block in Chicago. Dude.
I know, right?
It's just, like I said, it's a freaking war zone out there.
No, it is.
People are, people are like, where you almost is that? It's just, it's just about that gang stuff, No. King Von, who was a rapper at one point in time, was basically a serial killer before he, became a rap star.
Yeah.
So he killed like 7 people before he, broke into the mainstream or broke into that level.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part too, is that a lot of rappers, a lot of people are dying for the street life and everything. It's just like you don't really want to, you don't really want to go.
Why are you dying for a block of cement?
Yeah. It's like what,
That's like literally wasting your life.
to quote the words of Sean Carter, please don't die over the neighborhood that your mama renting.
That your mama renting.
You ever heard that song, The Story of OJ?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, it's so great. It's like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, don't just flat out give your life to these streets.
Right.
That's just dumb. I made that mistake.
Like
too.
Trey. He gave his life to the streets and it's ruined. He won't even try helping himself.
He was actually Dre? You mean Trey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy that's been pressing me for $100.
Yeah, when you automatically say Trey, I immediately think of me from WWE 2K20. No, I'm kidding. That's actually my son Miles. That's his entrance.
Really?
Yeah, that's that same deal when he plays when he comes out to that song "Feeling This" by Blink-182.
Mm-hmm.
He's dancing around like Trey was in WWE 2K20.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually paying homage to that. Him and Alice actually played a role in my series called Our Careers. Instead of My Career, it's Our Careers.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was, Alice would play Red, and then Miles would play Trey.
Mm.
But so Trey, like when he's pressing you for like really $100 or something.
He's trying to press me for $100, and then he's threatening me that if I don't, he'll burn down my apartment, kill my cat, kill the rest of the people in the apartments, because he wants to burn down my place for not giving him $100.
But why not call the police on that anyway?
What did I do?
Huh?
What do I do? Because he runs. He flees the scene every time I call the police. And I can cry wolf all I want, but not catching the guy is not catching the guy. Remember how he tried to say hi to me while we were walking here?
You talk to me again and I will have you shot on sight.
Right. And he was like, Abraham! It's because he wants that fucking 100. I'm not going to give it to him.
Of course not, no.
No, I'm not. We do not negotiate with terrorists.
You know what's actually really messed up? Hoes are not hoes. I'm sorry, I don't mean to really generalize, but a lot of these e-bagging women, these attention-seeking female type people.
Yeah.
She would, they would literally sell their body just for something to eat.
Yes.
And it's just sad and it's depressing.
That's why we have food stamps.
And I sent them the link, and they're like, I just blocked her flat out. I have the screenshots. I'll pull those up right now for you.
Did you hear about the girl that was asking for money, right? And then the guy sends a job link?
God. Oh, this is what I did, okay? I'll just, I gotta get away from this. I'll have to dig, because it's probably my screenshots or something, but I gotta pull those up, because they're so funny.
Okay.
They're hilarious, too, by the way. I've taken literal screenshots because there's so many women that have been asking, you know, who literally would sell their, you know, the JJs for money. They would really sell their body for some food money or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I fed my dogs and this, that, and the other. It's like, well, what's your excuse? You know, it's just.
You know who's not eating?
I sent her the link for CalFresh, and it's a long conversation too. And believe me, when you look and you read that, that's the whole deal. It's like, well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I just ended up blocking her because I was just done with her. I was just like, yeah, if you're gonna keep begging for food, there's resources. You know, it's never too late to backpedal and be like, oh yeah, you know, like I need to do that. It's like, well, I can't do that. It's like, at the end, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just a lot of.
Well, fuck it, just ruin your life.
That's what I'm just saying. It's like, well, you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And it's like, what the hell does that even mean? That means if we give you all the, if I not hand feed, but if I literally gave you a handout trying to help you, the least you can do is make an effort to do that. Make sheep just want to do that. So, I don't know.
You know who says that they're not eating?
I feel sorry for their animals.
Jay.
Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was crying to me in Mexico.
Yeah, well, you know, are we going to talk about that? Because I don't really want to bring up, because that feels like a sore subject. I feel like that's really corrupt, that's what they did.
I know, the cops robbed him.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's because, that those type of people, I'm not going to mention any names or say what organization they're a part of, but they have paid off the law enforcement, so you don't know who the hell is on the straight and narrow and who the hell is crooked as hell.
Unless they're feds.
Yeah, I know that.
Because you can't buy the feds.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
You can.
No, you can't.
You absolutely can.
You go to a fucking FBI agent and try to buy him?
Dude, El Chapo tried to buy those guys, and those guys were basically put in prison for aiding his escape.
You know, El Chapo every day tells the guards he will give them $1 million if he helps them escape.
Yeah, that's the crazy, it's like, it's just, I don't want to be that guy, but you don't know who's on your side, you don't know who is really pulling the strings behind the scenes there.
Right. I can't believe El Chapo escaped twice.
And that's gotta be foolish
On Mexico's part.
Yeah, I know. It was just,
Oh yeah, this is a big time drug dealer, and we're gonna hold him in this under upgraded facility.
A big time.
So under upgraded that you could build a tunnel and fucking dig someone out.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just focusing on this. I was playing market work.
No,
I'm still getting to that too. After 5 years, I'm kind of surprised they still have that active.
What, Mario Kart Tour?
That they actually have the online servers up and going for it.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, it's still making money. I feel like Nintendo shouldn't really back down. This is why they got rid of Dragalia Lost. Like I said, I rarely played that thing, but it played really well and it looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did a review for the Steam Deck, right?
Yes, I did.
We highly recommend that you check it out.
Yes, please.
It's actually really informative.
I dropped my base.
And I made a cameo appearance because I don't want to be in the shot because my face and my teeth are crusty as hell. My teeth look as crooked as the crooked as the border patrol.
Not our border patrol, Mexico's border patrol.
Yeah, like I said, that whole thing there should be a whole internal thing. I feel like the United States should get involved in this because they feel like coming from against you or whatever.
Yeah, but what do we do? Just start war in a foreign country?
No, I'm not
Oh wait.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying everything up until to Ensenada maybe.
Ensenada.
Yeah, because
But isn't the cartel deep in Mexico?
Like Sinaloa, but those are different areas. You're talking about something as far as Ensenada or freaking Ensenada. Was it Rosarito? I think it was one of the two.
And you can't really trust the Mexican military to handle it because they're corrupt too sometimes.
Yeah, they can be.
They traffic guns to the fucking cartel because they make good money off of it.
Yeah, that's the crazy part too.
Military guns.
That's the thing. You know what they're actually carrying?
Military guns.
They're carrying high-powered snipers.
Yeah, military guns.
Yeah, and
Even RPGs.
yeah, that's what's really, that's very crazy.
Because they get it from the Mexican military.
They have literal street sweepers.
Yeah, little street sweepers.
Yeah.
They're getting it from these corrupted military guys.
Like I said, don't bisect us. We're just messengers,
Yeah. We're just telling you the truth.
We're just messengers. We're just putting you up on game.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was foolhardy. I said, like, it's no way to come back. It's like, hell no, we'd rather die than come back. It's like, well, then we're gonna miss you. I don't mean to be that guy, but we're literally gonna be like, oh, we're gonna miss you, because
Oh no.
Don't you hate when people put out a ransom knowing they already killed their bargaining chip?
Right.
You're familiar with the story of Israel Keys, right?
Is that the one where they sent a finger?
No, that's Israel Keys was he from Alaska? I think he was probably like a northern citizen who had actually abducted a cashier, like a customer service rep from a gas station who had actually put up the ransom for the money, who actually sent a picture, and it turns out that his bargaining chip was dead the entire time.
Wow.
They used like fishing line or something to kind of mask it. And when they were actually raiding through his stuff, he actually placed kill caches all across the states.
What do you mean?
Like, say for example, California, right? For example, you got your like the Rottweilers, you got your freaking crossbows and all that, and then you go elsewhere. It's like you go like to Boston, they got like 44 caliber pistols and all that. They got magnums and they got assault rifles. They got all that stuff.
Yeah.
He took these different types of weapons, like street level weapons, I think, and he would just hide them in a cave. And they would call it a kill cache. Like if he was contracted to do a kill or to do a hit, like out in if they wanted to Salisbury or something, for example, again, Texas, but he would go down to Texas, he would search into his caves, and he would actually go through his kill cache, through his stash of weapons that were just hiding amongst other people, and he would just pick that up and use that to do a job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He obviously he unalived himself, but.
He unalived himself.
Well, that's what it's called. You can't just flat out say this man committed suicide. It's like, he just, he wiped himself.
He committed dead.
Yeah, he ended his own life because, let's be honest, I mean, how are you going to really escape when you're fighting all these charges after you were caught and everything?
Like Jeffrey Epstein.
Like Ariel Castro. Another person that we rarely talk about because, like I said, it's just, I'm just kind of tripping because 2 out of 3 of the women were pregnant.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I was like, I mean, you would think that they would all be pregnant at one point, It's just the depraved things that he did to those women is just so alarming.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, again, and, I feel for all of the women involved, Yeah, I feel terrible, I really do. Honestly, I'm not even going to take an attempt at humor because honestly, I feel for those girls. I feel for those women that had to go through that and basically use as an object.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I feel very bad, and my heart is honestly with them because I've been abused too.
I have
And
too. I
I
was raped twice. Once as a kid, once as an adult.
Now the government does it. I'm telling you.
The government's done nothing but help me. I don't know about you.
The government's been raping me on the regular. No, it's just kidding. No, it's like, actually at one point in time for like the past 5 or 6 years, I called this financial rape.
What?
No, I didn't get approved for SSI at one point in time, so I really said, no, I was financially raped. I was saying that for a while until I finally got paid.
What?
Huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like I said, it was terrible. It was financial rape. It's like, come on, it's not appropriate. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, it's inappropriate, but, it's just...
You're allowed to have freedom of speech.
Yeah, absolutely. I do have freedom of speech, and if my head gets sawed off and put on live leak, then, obviously, please look that stuff up, because I really want whoever killed me to be brought to justice.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
In other words, I got like 70 or like 80 views on arcade mode alone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They do decent amount of numbers.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good job, Larry.
You guys would rather watch a Valkyries fight more than actual like men.
Right. Your audience is very game oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense though. You run a gaming channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like y'all would rather watch the female wrestlers more than the men, because the men are just as talented, if not,
I'm a sucker for female mud wrestling.
Oh really?
Yes.
No, well we're not doing stuff like that.
No, I know.
That's not what we're.
No, I know.
You want to watch these internet sluts do their things? Like no, it's just everyone like the ideology I have that I say, the old thing that I say when I talk about it is that if you have feet, you can compete. Basically saying if you have two legs, if you have basically a pulse and you got like two legs, you can make it happen.
Isn't that one female wrestler like rock the male wrestling world? The Amazonian of a woman.
Talking about China?
Is that her name?
Was that China? I think it was like during the late 90s. That was China. China fought everyone from Chris Jericho to
Okay.
She's fought dude before Rikishi. She freaking yeah. There was
The real equal rights fight.
freaking Tessa Blanchard was I think Tessa at one point in time was actually wrestling dudes on Impact Wrestling.
Nice.
She was her versus Sami Callihan. He beat him for the world title.
I think it's okay to fight gendered if it's in the proper weight class.
That's what's crazy about that too. The other thing that they're trying to do in WWE 2K24 is they're trying to actually like make intergender matches.
Okay.
I mean
That's unique.
if you ever were to like, I think it was like a few weeks ago, if you actually look at I think it's like, it was at a point in time when Carlito was hanging out with the Judgment Day and they were playing 2K24. I think it was Rhea Ripley who was battling like a Jeff Hardy character that had been like one of the community creations. But there was actually like a way they were talking about intergender matches, which is pretty crazy too. It's like, just let them fight, like make these hands rated E for everyone. It's just rather include it or just leave it out of it.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in October 2007, you were Mickey James and you were fighting the Great Khali, and that was one of the final challenges.
Huh.
Yeah, a featherweight taking on an ultra heavyweight
Right.
of that size and caliber.
Yeah.
Just make it a possibility,
Yeah. I think it has to be proper weight classes.
There are certain mods for the WWE games where they actually like go up, like the mods allow intergender fights. Heck, if we do that, then the Valkyries could challenge freaking anyone if they could.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I would love to see Marty Santos throw down against other wrestlers. I'd rather see even Alice Raiden. Freaking let them fight dudes sometimes.
Yeah.
One of those deals.
Let them win sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get Amber back into winning. She's been on a hot losing streak, and it's been bothersome to me.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I just give her like these opportunities, and it feels like they kind of like fumble the bag, sort of. Opportunities, yeah. Because if you play, she had one match against Alice Raiden. She lost that. She had #1 contenders matches for Radar Women's Championship. That's been gone too. Like there's so small certain opportunities that escaped her.
Yeah.
Just wanted to break the losing streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the weird part too, is because I put it on legend difficulty. This is how I do it with my process, right? I mean, because it's almost near impossible to do it. So I was like, oh, just do legendary. Do like all of them on legend difficulty, like all the AI on legend difficulty, and just let them go at each other. And it's like totally random too. Yeah. The outcomes are completely random. So.
Okay.
Yeah. If you saw Breaking Battlefield, I'll give away. I'll spoil that for you guys later. But that's.
No, I'm definitely gonna review that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you first said it to me, I thought you were saying Breaking Bad.
Breaking Battlefield.
Yeah. I thought you were saying Breaking Bad. I was like, what?
You see the ring design though? The ring design is clean, dude.
The black and the white?
No, it's kind of like the Capitol. It's like the Capitol you know, the capital B. Watch, I'll show you this.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
I remember a white canvas with black ring belts. That's what I remember. I didn't even know you can customize the ring.
Oh, you can.
That's cool.
Check out that layout though.
Let me see.
This was the actual layout. LWC Breaking Battlefield, if you've seen it. That ring right there.
Oh, that's badass.
It is badass, right?
Camo.
It's got all the camouflage colors. It's in reference to our armed forces and everything. It's like, yeah, it was.
Oh, I like that.
It's originally recorded on the 4th of July.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Gotta respect the our service people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking Battlefield has like a lot of great matches, not only just the championship matches and stuff like that, but you know, it's just. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Martyrs versus the Plague though.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're, you know, yeah, they did it like in a Hell in a Cell type deal. So the Plague versus the Martyrs are probably going to go head to head.
Okay.
I think it's going to be like not really like a Hell in a Cell, but kind of more like a 6-man tag, really like a tornado tag, where you know Buzzsaw, you know, Patch O'Grady dropped the O'Grady and just became Patch. And Patch, you know, again, he was, you know, part of the Plague, and, you know, Buzzsaw was becoming all full of himself, and Patch just walked away, and it's like, he didn't really have a dog, like, he didn't really want to be a part of this, but then when he realized that the Plague was going to, you know, just injure Crom and LP Lovecraft for good, that's when Patch stepped up.
Okay.
So, Patch is teaming with his old pals, Crom and LP Lovecraft, and they're going to, with the Plague, they're going to, face Buzzsaw O'Grady, G-Dog, and Brian Henry, the specialist Brian Henry.
Nice.
And that's going to be like a huge 6-man battle. I'm really looking forward to that. Plus the Fatal Battle as well that's going to be going on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be, you know, those winners will challenge for the Pro Wrestling Internet Championship. The winner of Jason Price versus Rude Boy Mercer for the title. So whoever wins that match will get that one-on-one match for the Pro Wrestling Internet Championship.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a huge opportunity for those guys as well. Symphony of Sacrilege as well as, again, a fatal 4-way. You know, it's a fatal 4-way. There's going to be, like, I think there's a dark match available as well where, you know, Caitlin Finch is going to go one-on-one against Nicole Zank. Because, you know, like, a while ago, I think it was like a hair versus hair match. And Nicole, you know, had lost, so she had to have her head shaved, and she basically wore that mask or whatever. This whole time she's been, you know, on the warpath. She really wanted to, you know, get her revenge against Caitlin.
Yeah.
You know, what happened to her, like, after she lost the match and had her head shaved, Caitlin became a women's champion. And ever since then, Nicole kind of like was just, you know, like, she really wants to channel that dark and sinister, you know, that dark and despicable type, you know, that really, you know, just that dark, like, that darkness that she's really tapping into. You know, and the Symphony of Sacrilege as well, it's the same way, it's a 4-way elimination hardcore match.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've got people that, you know, you've got Barbara Marshall, versus the superstar Cynthia Stone, and then I think two other Valkyries as well that could join in for the Symphony of Sacrilege. Be like the first ever elimination, like hardcore match.
Okay.
Like we did this way back in 2000. Was it 2017? I think it was probably the build to break the internet.
Okay.
And it was Travis.
Travis Arcade?
Huh?
Travis Arcade?
No, I mean, I retired.
Oh,
I'm saying Travis before he became Travis Raiden. He is now currently the general manager of Larry's Wrestling Company.
Nice.
Yeah, so, yeah, he's the general manager who makes all the decisions or whatever. And, you know, back then it was, you know, Travis versus Nick Schutte versus Louis Alfaro versus, who was that fourth man? I want to say it was CeeLo Brown, or it was either CeeLo Brown or it was LP Lovecraft back then. I think it was Madman or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Louis and Louis and Nick Schutte and, you know, all the others. Louis, who, by the way, has a briefcase and can cash that at any point in time he wants to. He's got a year to do that, though, so he's got up until Rockstar Armageddon to, you know, make those decisions. So, yeah, and then, of course, you know, the main event, we got, like, we've got the American Dirtbag Caleb Fry, won a #1 contenders match to challenge Sinister Steve for that title. And Steve, you know, Steve wants to do, you know, again, Steve wants to be that guy who's like, you know, I'll literally put everything on the line, so let's do, you know, me and you in a death match. And if you're unfamiliar with how the rules of that go, is you would have basically you're in a cell and it's more so like 2 out of 3 falls. Or even if you lose the first fall, you're gonna have to like I said, you have to win twice. You have to get 2 decisions before 2 out of 3 falls, where it's like 2 submissions or 2 pins. You can do it however you want, but you need to make sure that they stay down for good. Yeah. So that's really what's going on there. So like I said, the death match is gonna be dope. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
You want to come in the picture?
Travis. It was Travis. It was Sinister Steve. It was Lily, and it was Nick Schutte as well. So that's what we got going on right there. That was what it was. This is back in 2017 when we had that Symphony of Sacrilege. We've had that match before, but we brought it back.
Oh, the elbow to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and the fucking haymaker. Oh, slammed your head on the fucking fencing? This guy fights dirty.
Who does?
The guy in the gray shirt?
Well, it's
fighting Travis?
Well, it's a hardcore match.
No, I know, but man, he's fighting dirty.
Yeah. There was actually an ongoing rivalry between Sinister Steve and Travis for the longest time.
Really?
Because he wanted to be the Radar Hardcore champion. And they'd gotten into it so much so that they had a team, like when they had like, I don't know, Holy Alliance or something, when they had like Survivor Series, they had like a 4-man elimination tag team match. And he brought all these hardcore veterans and stuff like that, and it came down to just Travis and usually being the they would give incentives to people who won. Like, for example, if you a tag team and another singles competitor, if you were to get the win, for example, you would get championship matches down the line. That was part of the motivation and the incentives that we give for a lot of these people. So. Nice. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. Upon winning, not me, but Travis became a #1 contender. Right. So at New Year's Evil, this is by the way NXT. You guys are welcome for giving up that name. No, because we were doing New Year's Evil before the WWE decided to do that. People steal from me all the time, dude. Like, I don't mean no disrespect to WWE, like giving me the platform to actually to create what we built. Well, what you built. Yeah, what I built. Yeah. Don't involve me in that one. To involve the. No, what do you mean involve you? What are you talking about? You said what we built. It's not my job. That was you. That's all you. No, we as a company, yeah, I know. Larry's Wrestling Company has definitely created stuff like that, but I thank WWE for actually giving me the tools to, make all that stuff possible. It's just there's different match types of different stuff where it's not really Kryptonesia, but it's kind of like one of those things where, we kind of stole from other people where they're like talking about like, oh, like. There was like a 5-man free-for-all, and that was taken out of context. It's like, I don't know, it feels like things have just been stolen in the past or whatever, and we just, we're just agreed to let bygones be bygones. Yeah. But I changed the name for Aftershock and, Shockwave, and I basically, named it Renegade. Okay. But that's what we are, we're basically, we're the Renegade of this atomic age. We actually, it was... The Renegade Wrestling Federation, the RWF. God, those were good days. This was back when I was actually like trying to start like my own thing. when it was like, well, hell, THXW is not going to run these events. You know, Total Hardcore Extreme Wrestling. I was like, fine, then I'll do the Renegade Wrestling Federation. You know, Sinister Steve, he wanted to, you know, Steven want my son, you know, my son's uncle Steven, he wanted to be a part of that. He wanted to be included in that. So, you know, and we do the training or whatever. We train these rookies and stuff like that. So it obviously didn't get far. So I just said, you know what, screw that. Why don't I just create Larry's Wrestling Company?
There you go.
That's where it was. You know, that's where it is now today.
Nice. Who do you think's your biggest wild card in Larry's Wrestling Company?
The wild card?
Wild card.
Define wild card. You know, like who do you think is, you know,
Underdog that somehow prevails. Someone that lost before, but damn, they came back. You know, wild card.
Louis Alfaro.
Okay.
That, I mean, like I said, he's not the guy, but I mean, Louis is definitely, you know, Louis was a good hand. Me giving him that spotlight to perform at a certain level, gave him bookings and let him, you know, do stuff like that on a regular basis. So.
Nice.
I mean, a lot of these guys that we decided to put on, they ended up being, you know, because the same thing with Mikey O'Shea and Sean Black, you know, they're doing their own thing now, and Sean Black is still doing amped up wrestling, is still, you know, bringing positivity and stuff like that. You know, just the fact that they're, you know, successful and whatnot. And these guys, whoever they're not using, it's like, hell, we'll put them on, you know. It's the same thing with ESW, like, if, you know, G-Dog says the commentary, I was like, all right, well, let's put G-Dog in this, let's put Blake Pierce in this, let's get people involved, let's get people talking about Extreme Showdown Wrestling. That, the one point in time, I don't know if it's like it's probably like in a Wayback Machine or something, we actually had like an Unholy Alliance match, the same way like a 4-man elimination tag team, like an 8-man tag. We had Team LWC versus Team ESW. Oh. And ESW cleaned us out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really was, yeah.
Wow.
Travis was the last man standing, the last one out, but everyone got eliminated outside of that, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's, again, Extreme Showdown Wrestling, giving them, you know, and then motivating them to get the titles and everything, you know. They eventually left and walked out or whatever, and Blake Pierce was the one. This is why they set up this triple threat match was set up for the main event, where it was Cody Daniels versus Blake Pierce versus Sinister Steve. Steve had actually originally been coming 2-time Uncle Poncho Memorial Battle Royal winner. Yeah, he won the Battle Royal, became #1 contender to fight Cody Daniels for the World Underground Championship, and then Blake Pierce shows up, steals the Pro Wrestling Internet title from my son, from my kid, you know, and then he set up this triple threat match. So Sinister Steve was hugely the underdog, and he, you know, like I said, I mean, you know, I just feel like a lot of these guys, they don't get a lot of credit.
Some of them don't.
Yeah, they really don't.
Some of them don't.
But, you know, there are people that are good hands, that are reliable workers and stuff like that. I mean, Travis, you know, Travis is still that guy. I mean, if you go back and you watch that death match, you know, Miles versus Travis, and that death match, the thing's great, dude.
Yeah.
Travis, you know, Travis was willing, you know, Miles had got the win, but, you know, this is what Travis wanted. He wanted to go out putting someone over. And that's what it came down to. Miles ended up winning the death match and everything, but no disrespect. You know, Travis, like I said, he became an innovator, and he's just, you know, I mean, I don't really want to necessarily say myself, because like I said, I'm a retired guy, you know, but yeah, his kid definitely has promise, though.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone's got a future here in the LWC. We're not really going to, you know, like I said, we're going to, you know, I mean, did you see the episode of Renegade?
Renegade. Wasn't that like 3 months ago?
Veronica's like, really?
Wasn't that like 3 months ago?
No, I just uploaded an episode recently.
I swear you had Renegade like 3 months ago. I'm about to double check.
No, because I know we do it like every Thursday.
Oh, okay, so you're talking about the latest one.
Yeah, the latest episode of Renegade.
Oh, okay. So I'm a little right.
Yeah.
I'm a little right, okay.
You're half right. We just run it every Thursdays.
Okay.
Usually every Thursdays, and then by like the end of the month, we had like a special event.
Yeah.
Instead of like a just a regular episode on Thursday.
No, I haven't seen the newest Renegade. You know, I had Kelly over and things like that. Shaka shaka.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I was a little preoccupied.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I won't spoil it. But
Yeah, don't spoil it. I want to watch
yeah,
it.
no, of course no. You're definitely gonna want to see what unfolds or whatever, because you know, like, that's the crazy part too, is that we can just sit there and I can give insights, you know, on what's going on. We could do like a watch party or whatever. But we don't want to do like get hit with copyright things, so we'll just do it and we'll talk over it, you know, from time to time. Yeah, we'll get into that and we'll talk about it and we'll break it down and stuff. That's what's crazy part about doing the commentary as well, because you know, since I'm a retired pro wrestler, you know, this is gonna be the stuff that I'll talk about. You know, like you can. You know, for example, if you notice them, you know, like going for the leg submission, be like, yeah, look at them, they're trying to isolate the leg, you know, they're trying to break it down where basically there's nothing left, you know, because if you hurt a man's arms, he can't lift you.
Yeah.
And if you take the man's legs, he can't jump, he can't dive, he can't use his kicks, he can't do stuff like that. Yeah. You know, it's just the in-ring experience I've had as a wrestler. I could be willing to break down, you know, give some insights or whatever, like. My kid, for example, you know, if my kid wants to get into pro wrestling, you know, because, I mean, in 10 years, you know, he's going to be like, what, 18 years old or whatever?
Okay.
So, like, if you want to use that and, you know, actually want to train for pro wrestling, you know, I could definitely be the one to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
To guide him and, you know, whatever. It's just, you know, I don't know what.
You manage him?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That'd be dope.
Did I tell you what my dad's doing?
What is he doing?
He's managing boxers with Floyd Mayweather.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought that was the bee's knees.
Yeah.
You guys could probably have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Management-wise. I'm sure he could teach you things. You could teach him things.
Boxing, yeah. Well, because, you know, I mean, freaking Devin Nicholson, who we now know as Hannibal, he was, at one point in time, he was running a commercial called Great North Wrestling, and the ring setup, the ring equipment wasn't necessarily available, so they rented out a boxing ring. And you know about boxing rings, they don't have the bounce. They don't have the springboard or the bounce. Yeah. They don't have the bounce that the other ones do with the traditional wood and stuff like that, so that stuff really hurts. Yeah. It hurts pretty bad, you know, but it's just, you know, you gotta work with what you gotta work with.
You gotta work with what you got.
You know, Devin's career was ruined based on he lost his opportunity to compete in the WWE.
Oh, really?
He was working a hardcore program with Abdullah the Butcher, who again, you know, being like the, I don't know if it was the Beast or like, you know, the Beast of Sudan or something. And Abdullah, he would, you know, use a fork during his matches. And he would get like to the point where he would just like jab him with a fork and then he would draw blood.
Wow.
To his opponents. Turns out he tested positive for hepatitis, and they rescinded the WWE's contract offer to Devin because of what Abdullah the Butcher had done during his matches. Again, never really disclosed, oh yeah, he has hepatitis and everything. So much so where Devin had to pay out of pocket, travel out of the country just to, you know, get this surgery, to get these surgery done.
Wow.
So he got cleared of hepatitis and everything.
Yeah.
And that's why what's freaking crazy, this is why the late superstar Billy Graham, again, you know, huge rest in peace to that guy too. He superstar Billy Graham had actually, you know, wanted to not really throw away, but wanted to have his name taken away from Abdullah the Butcher because Abdullah had purposely ruined people's careers. It's like, I could not in good confidence, you know, like, I cannot be a part of a Hall of Fame that glorifies a guy who is a danger to other people like that on that level. Yeah, so. Yeah, but shout out to Devin. We still talk on Facebook.
I didn't know you could use sharps in wrestling rings. I thought they had to be blunt objects. Go in with a fork.
This is another reason why they got rid of Cowboy Bob Orton. Because Bob Orton had hepatitis And the Undertaker didn't know that. So back then, now obviously they've outlawed blood. They really only tell blood. They only really use blood to really sell their stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, if you put contact with a wrestler, like any type of sharp object or whatever, not knowing if those things have been tested and everything,
Right.
that's a huge issue. Yeah.
That's a huge fucking issue.
That's a really huge issue.
That's such a big issue. That's like a porn star with STDs.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's how big of an issue that is.
And that AIDS thing became an epidemic, really.
It's called an epidemic.
It was killing off a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
I mean, cancers, that's
fixable.
That's treatable. But,
Yeah.
With AIDS, it's like you're with that, you're stuck for life.
You're stuck on prep for life.
That's
Stuck on prep for life.
terrible. Yeah, but like I said, Abdullah the Butcher, like I said, that guy, like I said, legend, but, I mean, I feel like that's kind of the same thing with R. Kelly. It's like he had...
I'm gonna piss on you.
That's definitely not him, but, as far as we know, that piss is digital. That sketch is hilarious, oh my gosh. I was laughing, I was crying because of how funny that was. No, but R. Kelly, at one point in time, he had genital herpes and he didn't tell anyone for 20 years. He never told his partners any of that.
Couldn't they see it?
Was it 20 or 30? 1994.
Wow.
He didn't tell anyone.
Wow.
And that was brought up in the trial.
People have had hysterectomies because they've been injected with genital herpes or genital whatever those are.
I think victim 1 or victim 0? When all of his victims had come forward.
Wow.
One of them was Aaliyah. The late Aaliyah.
Wow. You want to explain it for people that don't know?
If you're unfamiliar with who Aaliyah was, she was actually an R&B singer who at the age of 15 years old was married to Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Mm.
And the parents obviously had it annulled.
Yeah.
And it's just, they were still, participating when she was underage. And
Right.
at one point in time when she died in that plane crash in 2001, she was victim 1 or victim 0. She was on that indictment on different counts of, triple X trafficking and stuff like that. I think that Aaliyah was actually listed as victim 1, but it's heavily implied that it's, that's your quote unquote ex-wife, Aaliyah, on the list of those victims, yeah.
Pizzagate ruined pizza for me.
I love pizza, are you kidding me?
It ruined cheesy pizza for me.
No, I mean, yeah, I know, but, wait, what?
Extra cheesy pizza.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, but it's that's why there's a teen category. There's a teen category now because technically 19, 18. Yeah.
If it's not over 23, I'm not interested. Obviously, I'm with Kelly. You know what I mean?
And you've had some fossils in your time, haven't you?
Yes.
Just kidding.
Yes.
I
I like my gills.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I like my gills.
I like gills.
No drama.
No drama.
They have their own money. It's most likely they have no STDs. And you can't get them pregnant.
Yeah, so Aaliyah was, at one point in time, was a great singer, a great soul singer. Died at the age of 22. God, that was so young.
She stayed for a cup of coffee and left.
Was killed in an airplane accident in Bahamas along with 8 other people on board. Why? We're in the middle of the podcast. I will call you after. Okay, bye. I will call you later, bye.
Was that your woman?
I don't know. We don't know anymore. I don't put labels on these things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
She's not an ESOT.
We're still filming. Yeah, so so.
Mary has hoes in different area codes.
We are filming a podcast. I had to raise my voice because, called me for the third time.
I wouldn't consider that raising your voice.
Huh?
I wouldn't consider that raising your voice.
Yeah, but, I have to be firm. Like, I have to be like, I'm just, like, really tempted to just, I'm going to do this right now. I'm just going to power it off.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I had to unplug and power it off.
Okay.
That's how freaking...
Let me double check mine's on airplane mode.
How controlling and how, it's not really abusive or whatever. It's like, who the hell is Pizza Hut? Why are they calling at 6:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
Just, I don't want to deal with that, It's part of why I don't get into relationships at all. I just listen to them as single. Because I don't want all these other people to think automatically, like, oh, I'm talking to this person, that person, or whatever. It's like, like I'm trying to, actually connect and build relationships with people. No, it's just, she just flat out blocked me out of the blue. No, not her, but, like I said, she blocked me out of the blue. She's just like, that's the thing where it kind of does feel like prostitution, because it's like, if I'm not really having sex with you, it shouldn't really be happening at all, so.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I already got somebody else to take care of that stuff after you buy, and then just walk me.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Fuck that.
So, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I've been disease-free since 1993, and I take solace in that fact.
That's great.
Yeah, that's what's really cool about it. So, on the topic of pro wrestling,
Yep.
Like I said, I don't think I'll ever have a freaking circuit breaker, the Travis Arcade story, which would really be like kind of like my whole career, like my whole retrospective, and stuff like that. I'm, again, not one of those people that got involved with the girls or the ring rats or whoever, the groupies or whatever.
Like that one boxer or martial artist or MMA, whatever it is, that kicked the girl in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
And then he got beat up by all the fans.
How are you going to lose two fights at once before I'm tripping out on you?
He got wailed on by all the fans.
Yeah.
After he lost the fight. That's why you don't disrespect the ring girl.
Yeah.
She's just there to look pretty and stand in her bikini.
Yeah, like I said, I've done commentary before. It's like, had I known what I know now that this man was, talking to an underage girl, I would have put a stop to that immediately. Like, had I known that all this stuff was happening, it's like, oh, I love you, this, that, and the other. It's like literal, evidence. And this guy, again, he did time, and he's an RSO, so, and I don't talk to him at all. Even when, it's not that, look, I get it, I get that it's a crappy situation you're in. But the thing that's even crazier, he doubled down and married and had a kid with another wrestler. And it's just, okay, I understand you committed the first crime, but to like literally shack up with somebody else's friend, that's just wrong, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's like out of respect for Jay and Bernie, I never really, it's like, it's like, he had offered, it's like offered to like show off Bernie's body.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's when I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm sorry, like out of respect.
Things like that don't make me want to be friends with him.
Yeah.
That is cannibalism shit. He's always bragging how he wants to eat a human. That's some weird shit.
Eat your heart out, Jeff.
If you're watching this, that's some weird shit, dude.
Yeah, that's really weird.
That's some
No, I was just like
weird.
I said, out of respect, I didn't really just, it's like, I'll send some money, but I just don't, like, please, I just don't want to.
I'll send you my women's tits for
I don't, like I said,
food money.
If you're interested in seeing, like, it's like, I'm good off of that.
Yeah.
Like, all I'm saying is, I'll kick you some money from, I'll rather do that.
You don't have to hoard your woman.
No, it's out of respect.
Yeah.
It's all out of respect.
Yeah.
When I really, really look at it, like, I was actually really, if anything, I was more of a better support system hanging out with Bernie than, I'd ever be with Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, it's just because I was just a better listener.
I'm happy they broke up. And I'm happy they're out of your house.
And that would echo around the walls, and I can hear
Yeah, I know. The abuse.
And I hear all of that.
And the yelling.
like I said, I know what I signed up for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't, this is why I'm not in a relationship as well, because I don't want to be that type of person, Like, we can kick it, but, like...
I know you have this thing where you just prefer to have deep romantic relationship with the person you're intimate with, but I think you should just have a fuck buddy instead. What's wrong with that?
No, you're asking me now? I'm not in the shot, so now I just wanted to know. Now I'm curious,
Yeah.
I mean, if we have, like, friends with benefits, this is what I already agreed to Kelly with. I was like, friends with benefits, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could do friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Hell, with Cynthia, I could do friends with benefits. I still could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still could if I want to.
Mm.
Why, did you have anything in mind or something?
No, I just think you should get a fuck buddy.
Yeah. I've already decided I'm shooting a shot. I already gave my number to some females.
Yeah. Putting yourself out there.
I think one of them's an alcoholic still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, around here.
Okay.
Yeah. Around here, someone who's,
Was that going to be your plus one that you were talking about?
No, the plus one was actually going to be, I don't know, I haven't really talked to Skylar.
That's a nice name, Skylar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice name. Huh. If I have a daughter, I actually might name her Skylar. That's a nice name.
If I had a daughter, guess what I'm name her? I'm name her Bonnie.
I heard about your Uncle Ronnie too. I'm sorry.
I heard some. And this is the thing about Marshall's impact is that, like, the stuff that he's talked about and he's rapped about, it speaks volumes, and that hits home to a lot of people who, have lived that life and almost had $1,000 for someone broke in and stole it. Yeah. So the same dude, I can believe all that, Yeah.
Can we talk shit about Leon?
Oh, that freaking guy.
Yeah. Why does it keep bringing homeless women to your house?
I just feel like he's a liability.
He's a fucking huge liability.
He's Fredo Corleone.
I mean, I smile at the guy, but I'll tell you what, I am being straight two-faced with him.
Yeah. I don't know. And for him to physically threaten me.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't like Leon.
It's like what I recommend is that you pull out a restraining order. I was like, I'm not gonna freaking do that.
Right.
It's like, what, I'm not going to walk all the way over there and be like, yeah, literally, like, this guy's going to kill me. Why do you think I'm here hanging out with you? I'm hanging out with you because
Leon's a prick.
He physically threatened me.
Oh, wow.
And me being a former affiliated gangbanger.
Right. You don't need that shit.
Being a former,
What's in your jacket?
I was in that gang life and everything. Like,
Is it in your jacket?
What's in my jacket?
Your gang life?
No, like I said, I've lived the gang life and all that kind of.
Yeah, but you don't have record of it?
No.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good. Clean record. Nice.
Yeah, I got a clean record, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's for trespassing and vandalism.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, have I done some things in the past that I'm not proud of? Yeah, I'll openly admit that, yeah, I've done some things that I'm really not proud of. I've hurt people, in more ways than one. But, I mean, like I said, you don't make idle threats to people like that. Like, if somebody was to, like, point a gun at me, I'd be like...
What are you going to do, Ren?
That's the whole deal. It's like, what are you going to do with that besides making me mad? I was
Right.
like, bitch, you better not miss.
Yeah, you better not miss.
That which doesn't kill me better run.
Better run.
Fair. It's like, you don't want to make idle threats and talk about a crew or nothing like that. It's like, whatever. Yeah. And this man who you were hanging out with, these quote-unquote people that you know that are good friends
These
with.
meth dealers that he's bringing to your fucking home.
These people that are stealing, tall cans of beer from you.
Yeah.
You gotta evaluate, you gotta really check the people. Like,
how about when he says, oh, I don't do meth. No, I don't let meth do me, I do the meth. Whatever the fuck that means.
It's like, I don't suck the cock. I mean, it's like, I don't...
No, I don't really do this. I'm such a good... Oh!
Imagine, like, we just edit the demonetized signs on there.
Right. Right.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
I was eating glizzies.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't suck cock, but cock sucks me. What?
Right.
What?
Right.
What? It's like, I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? I love you, but I'm not in love with you. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you.
You know what that means to me? Give me money and I'll still stay nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I want you to be single, but I don't want you to date other women.
I want you in my back pocket, just in case.
Yeah, still, don't have me as a rebound. Have me as like a first choice.
Well, you're gonna give birth to LeBron?
Oh, LeBron James, your mama's a thought.
Right.
That's what I felt like. I would too, but freaking, like I said, these women keep freaking messaging me, so I had to turn off my phone. So
yeah.
I would show you that clip, but I can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. God. It's stressful. Yeah, he's a liability, dude.
He is a liability.
He's Fredo Corleone.
Yeah, he's a huge liability.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind, informing China that he's been bringing meth.
I wouldn't do that either because I talked to the owner more than I talked to her because she was a freaking battle axe, dude.
No, she is.
And she was being cursed out by my own mother. My own mother was cursing her out. Like she was cursing out my own mother. She was going on talking like that. Yeah, so that's when I was just like, yeah, like I said, I'm only going to talk to you because you seem to be like, he seems to be like the listener.
He is.
Yeah, and
he's the one with a great heart.
He's
a pastor.
I could talk to him more than I can talk to her, I just say hi and bye like in passing, but in actuality, it's like, that's go out to slumlord.
Yeah.
She's like, so what?
You know what I can do?
What?
I can tell my housing coordinator. And then they'll have to talk to China for you.
Well, would you want to do that, though? I don't want to be here.
To get Leon the fuck out of there? Fuck yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
He's a mess for that house.
He's a liar.
He's nothing but bad news. And I don't say that lightly.
Technically, so is Dan. I mean, my God.
Dan ruined his own fucking life. If he wasn't doing the fucking mess, and if he wasn't pissing people off at his apartment complex, and if he just stayed on the straight and narrow, he'd be in his own Section 8, in the nicest place that Section 8 can afford. I mean, I was jealous of Dan. Now he's jealous of me.
Hell, I'm envious of you. You can have sex with people. Right? Look, for the past 4 years, this is the one thing that's, keeping me from actually, having sex with somebody else.
Witnesses.
The lack of privacy.
Yeah, there's no privacy here.
There's no privacy.
More space.
Yeah, it's just, it's
more space.
No privacy.
Didn't Leon bring a fucking woman into the empty room?
Yeah, didn't they sleep together? They slept together on the couch, too. That's what really threw me off.
And wasn't she homeless?
I don't care, dude.
Why is he picking up homeless women and bringing them to your place?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, I got food over here. You can take a shower.
It's like gas, grass, or ass. No one rides for free.
Right.
So, yeah.
If you slide some pussy, I'll slide the shower.
For real, though? For real? Is that what it is?
That's what Leon does, dude.
Leon's weird.
Leon's a fucking weirdo. He takes advantage of people, too. And I'll tell you what. I think he's lying about that 1,000.
Maybe he spun that narrative himself.
I think so.
Is he?
I think he's doing it because Kelly denied him sex.
Oh.
And I think that's why he's hardcore. No, it has to be Kelly. Kelly stole this money. Kelly stole 1,000. You know what I mean? Because Kelly denied him sex. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I did too. Didn't they try to get me kicked out for it?
What, denied him sex?
No, I'm saying like they denied me sex.
Who?
Talking Jackie, Cynthia.
You didn't want to be with Jackie. Trust me.
I would.
What, like hit it and quit it?
I absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, yeah.
With Jackie. The woman that hated you and would degrade you. Sure, you got kissed every now and then, but...
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We made out, and it was beautiful.
Yeah. She's not a bad kisser.
Of course not, no.
Yeah, she's not a bad kisser. But she likes to take advantage of people.
Dude, Cynthia is too. Cynthia, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
What those? Look.
You dumber.
No one gets a Hummer like a Hummer.
Yeah, I don't know. She had her teeth removed, so it's just, made it easier.
Oh, so it's silky smooth.
Yeah, absolutely. She shaved too. She looked really hot in a diaper. Look, I don't want to get into this, okay? But like, times when I'm thrown under the bus because they're denying me sex. That's the crazy part about it too. Is because I don't really want to get graphic here because we don't, we want to make this like friendly, sort of, where it's you don't really have to curse.
Not YouTube kids friendly, but.
No, of course not. We're not striving to hit that mark, but we don't want to be put on a list.
Right.
Like,
I'm already on an FDOI watch list.
Like, don't
because of that fucking book I made.
Don't terminate that channel for free speech,
Right.
The Anarchist Cookbook, you remember that?
I do remember that. I made my own version of it.
That Lolita, all this stuff is banned.
Yeah.
It's just it's like, what if I dated my own daughter? Like, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I know. It's like,
whoa.
Yeah, that'll put you on a list.
Yeah.
You know what else will put you on the list? The guy game. Owning it is cheap pizza
Yes.
itself.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's true.
That's very true.
That's true.
That's very true.
That's true.
Yeah.
She lied about her age.
Yeah. But
Which I don't know why they didn't verify it before putting her in the fucking game. Like, who just takes their word for advice?
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Maybe they were just dumb.
They were dumb.
What's the crazy part? It's like, why would you pay $40? Why would you pay like $40 or maybe $200? Like, $40 to $200. That's really how much it will go for.
They're not like us.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
They're not like us.
God, we gotta listen to that track. It's just so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Trying to strike a chord. It's probably A minor. He's on here. That's the crazy part too. Drake had offered informants $150K.
Yeah.
And they just pocketed that money like.
Came up with nothing.
No solid school or nothing.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Sorry for you.
Yeah.
So sorry.
And his own freaking, was it his wife or is his fiance? His fiance Whitney was in the back of that video too. Was in that video doing the whole sea walk or everything.
Wow.
Like, they not like us. They not like us.
Yeah.
They not like us. Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Yeah. Oh my God, dude, that video is great.
Yeah.
It's a great freaking video.
Yeah.
And it got everyone from Compton freaking cheering. They not like us.
Yeah.
They not like us.
Yeah, they don't like those.
That's crazy. And it's performed that 6 times live at a concert in a row.
Right.
That's what's crazy, dude. It's got to get and it's nominated for a Grammy. It's like imagine you got basically ethered and now they're being nominated for Grammys.
Right.
A Grammy for this stuff. It's just
Right.
crazy. And it was like a hood anthem. Everyone's freaking blasting it in their freaking radios.
Yeah.
They not like us.
Even my case manager was talking to me about that song.
Yeah, they not like us. Well, that's the whole point. It's like, not like us. It's like, yeah, it's just, that's the crazy part too, is that they're finally exposing these monsters.
Yeah.
That, below the surface, you would think, oh, they didn't go, keep in mind, the late Rustlin Carter was actually shaking hands with John Wayne Gacy, knowing that he had 33 kills to his name.
Wow.
And he buried them, like, in the crawl space or something.
Damn.
I just love it. I just love these monsters are being exposed for, for who they really are, the really true monsters.
Right.
Yeah. And see, Bob Newhart passed away.
Bob Newhart?
Yeah.
Wasn't he a baseball legend?
He was a comedic actor.
Okay.
He was in the show The Big Bang Theory as Professor Proton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away in like 94.
Speaking of Proton, so the Steam Deck runs on Linux, and they give you this free upgrade of software called Proton that lets you play any Windows game you want.
Can I play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PC though?
Yes. Yes, can.
We'll be right back. No.
We'll be right back. We have to go download.
No, oh my God, that freaking takes me back in 8th grade. Freaking playing Warcraft 3 and Command and Conquer Red Alert 2.
Nice.
I would play those games in daily rotation because they were just so good games.
Yeah.
My God.
Speaking of games that are so good, after now having it a mint condition one, how is Def Jam Fight for New York?
The game itself is fine, but the fact that it turns 20, what really sells it is the story. The story itself is just head above heel, head leagues better than Vendetta for sure.
I had Vendetta.
Vendetta's great.
Yeah, I had Vendetta.
No weapons in the game, but you know this one does. You know.
Oh, it has weapons.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's got weapons and everything. You know. Yeah. It's just crazy, dude.
The only ones I played were Icon and Vendetta.
I have a copy of Icon.
Really?
I have Icon.
Okay.
It's at the house.
Okay. Easy game.
Easy game. Oh yeah, I know.
Easy game.
And the funny part is too, is like no trophies.
Is it really?
Everything from 2007 onwards.
Mhm.
No, because
some games get retro trophies.
when Uncharted came out,
Uh-huh.
Uncharted Drake's Fortune, didn't it come out in like 07?
Something like that.
Or something like that, yeah. Well, if it came out in 07, I have to pee. Is that cool?
Yeah, go for it. I'll hold down the show.
No. I go, may I use the bathroom? I say, may I use the bathroom? No, it's like, you know, may I use the bathroom? Yeah, sure, no problem.
And now that I'm taking over the show for a little bit,
Thank you.
Steam Deck.
Like I said, check that out. You know, after watching this, which is bad, like I said, it's definitely really informative for me. I'm not even a tech guy. You put me on game, let me know.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to do more tech support, drop a like and comment. We need more of this.
Yeah, if you like tech reviews or anything like that, give us a comment, a like, subscribe. Yeah, right? Why are we not funding this? I love this thing. The only way I got it, too, my grandma sent me some support money for bills, so I was able to save up for 3 months and get it, because my grandma helped me with some bill money. It really helped me in my footing. Thank you again, Grandma. I love you. One thing I just can't understand, how big some of these games are. Like Borderlands and Halo. The Master Chief Collection, of course. The Master Chief Collection I understand, because it's like 6 games in one. But like, one game that's 170 gigabytes, like what Larry has on his PS5? That's insane. Larry is like, oh man, I have no space, I only have 19 gigabytes. I have 1.9 gigabytes. So I'm like, thinking of his 19 gigabytes, I'm like, oh, you can still store another game in that. Oh, man. If there's anything else you guys want us to review or even play, please give us a suggestion. Let us know what you guys like to watch. Now back to the program.
We go back, we relax, hentai in the back, on the low, counting wrecks, I run down the pack, be shoujo, she don't know, I don't love her back, oh no, what are those dojins in my lap? You know, actually, we did a tribute show for Etika.
Really?
Yeah, we really did.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually played that song in tribute to him.
Nice.
Where we played Dojins in My Lap.
Mm.
You know, it's one of Etika's favorite songs. It was one of his favorites. You know, he reacted to it. It's like, oh, it's low-key fire, though.
With Larry's Wrestling Company,
Yes.
is for like intro songs and things like that, are you stressed about copyrights?
This is a vanity project. Like, it's just art for me.
Yeah.
I don't really care for claims. However, if it comes down to the point where it blocks a video in a country, I mean, obviously, for example, if you were to look at, you know, the Plague versus the Martyrs, damn, it's, you know, that got blocked in different countries and stuff like that. But, like, the crazy part, the loophole that I found, here's the kicker. Instrumentals don't count as copyright.
Nice. Nice.
It's just copyright free in a way, so yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Okay.
So there are different loopholes, like I said, you know, if I can get my laptop fixed, I would be the one to do that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just go through all that stuff and then just, you know.
Decompile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, decompile.
Freaking, if you see the main event, you heard that track, Where's My Mind by the Pixies?
Okay.
I got an instrumental version for Sinister Steve.
Ooh.
That's an instrumental, it's copyright, you know, protected by copyright.
Really, the instrumental?
But yeah, the instrumental itself is not really copyrighted.
That's great.
As long as you don't incorporate voices in it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't know about that loophole.
Yeah, it's a small little loophole. I don't tell YouTube this.
Right.
Like I said, it's speculation, so let's just say, you know, this is, you know, before.
You know that American Dad meme where it's like really close to being on the edge?
Yeah, freaking Caleb Fry, the American dirtbag, you know, his entrance thing. America!
Fuck yeah!
my Filipino friend says, fuck you!
Yeah.
is not necessarily her strong suit.
Yeah, but she tries.
She tries.
Yeah, she tries.
And we've been talking for the past 5 years. So
That's great.
yeah, we're close.
You even considered going to the Philippines to visit her once, didn't you?
Absolutely. I am still considering this. As a matter of fact, the post office, as I was walking by to go buy the earbuds, said apply for a passport here.
I wouldn't go to the Philippines if I were you.
I would.
No, I know you do.
Because there's 3 backpacks I want to eat out right now. 3 backpacks. Backpacks is, you know, it's when you're older, they'll tell you.
Right.
We'll tell you in 10 years when we're old and gray.
Right. Back in the day, I was young and handsome. Now only handsome.
Back in my days, I was young and a go-getter. And today, I'm going to go get her.
I'm going to go get her.
Joking. Yeah, so what you said, am I worried about copyright?
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, I think these are more art projects themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I am going to definitely, like, look for theme songs. That's the part that sucks, is if I brought a laptop and everything, I can't really do that here because, you know, the screen itself is cracked.
Yeah, fucking cracked like the cream at Fortnite.
It's just like the Queen at Fortnite.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. That's the
Fucking cracked.
Can you believe this woman really lived through 5 generations? Like what was it, like freaking 75 years as president?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. From the
Something like that.
1920s to the 1920s to into the 2000s.
Imagine being so old, you're on the money.
He's like, it's bullshit, fuck the Queen. We don't like it no more, it's bullshit, fuck the Queen.
Fuck the bloody Queen.
Fuck the Queen. God sake. And they were already being freaking, you know, they were already freaking like, oh, well, you know, Meghan Markle was giving birth to a dark baby, and, you know, we don't like that here. I just love that Yasuke's finally getting his backstory.
Okay.
For Assassin's Creed, what was it, Shadows?
Okay.
So you know what, they're going to set in, you know, ancient Japan. There actually was a 15th century samurai who was well versed in, you know, swordsman. That's the thing I love, though. I love that this whole anomalies, or like this unknown people iceberg, is that Yasuke was definitely at the top of that list. That's the crazy part, that his backstory is actually going to be explored further into the game.
Nice.
They're going to get more into his backstory and everything, and that's the crazy part too. It's like they're already triggered. They're like, oh no, this is a Japanese game. This is a game for Japanese people. It's like, but Yasuke, yeah, he's a dope ass black swordsman. You know, that's like, if you've ever you're not familiar with Assassin's Creed like in the series as a whole, right?
A little bit.
In Black Flag they had a.
Oh, that's the pirate one, right?
They had
The pirate one?
Yeah, the pirate one, yeah. They had this one, I think it was a standalone expansion called Freedom Cry, where you were playing as like a black slave who was an assassin. That's the crazy part about it too. It's like, you know, it's like there's different people who happen to be black who, it's like, oh well, it's a cultural appropriation. It's like, no, it's not, dude. It's like an actual like the backstory on the 15th century swordsman.
Right.
You know.
You know the game's badass when you let the black guy kill white people.
Every video game ever? No.
No, not every video game ever.
Yeah.
A lot of them, like, would not allow black people in the game.
You know what's also messed up about that? One of the people who played the character Manny from Gone with the Wind was barred from a screening of Gone with the Wind because they did not allow blacks in movie theaters.
Oh, damn.
That's heartbreaking, isn't it?
You can't see yourself?
Yeah, I know, for all the stuff that she was in. Yeah, that's the crazy part too. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what's crazy too. You know, and I think one of the cast members would be like 104.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of people they just died immediately after that movie because after a few years, and freaking God, the Conqueror, everyone including John Wayne got cancer from that movie. They literally gave him cancer because of the radioactivity of like the set they were working on there. Like everyone, the directors, everyone died of cancer. It's just.
It wasn't asbestos.
Asbestos. No, it was actually like the radiation.
Yeah.
In their bodies is really what happened. It really killed everyone. So.
Yeah. That's sad.
What are we like on battery, though? Do we have to plug it in?
66.
66? Okay, yeah, we can still go.
Yeah.
We're still going, right?
Yeah. We're still going. We're 15 till the 2 hour mark.
Okay.
Hmm?
I feel like we kind of went on for like 4 hours, though, no?
Right now?
No, I feel like we're going on that far, like, you know, because I think, gosh, I had like a bunch of gigs. I don't want to really like reset it or restart it, but I think I got enough. I got more than enough to.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we just keep going if we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Easter egg in a game?
My
You
favorite?
have thousands of games. You have to have a favorite Easter egg.
It's a tie.
Between what?
Tie between Dan Johnson and the Insomniac Ratchet and Clank games and the Cabin.
Okay. Okay. Mine is one of the developers in their underwear in Halo 3.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to go to the last level, do like this teamwork jump where you jump on the arbiter and then jump off into a ledge and let the arbiter fall down like it's Yoshi.
Isn't technically, before we get into that further, isn't all those collectibles technically Easter eggs themselves, or?
Collectibles? No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Maybe.
An Easter egg has to be like a hidden secret.
Like a hidden secret. Yeah, I was just saying Dan Johnson in the Cabin.
Yeah.
Because with Dan Johnson, you know, he passed away. He was a level designer for Insomniac Games, and he passed away in 2006.
Okay.
And they memorialized him by adding Dan Johnson into the game at any point in time.
Mm.
They had the Snow Dan from Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, which, by the way, happy 20th anniversary to that game, because, yeah, that game's neck and neck with Ratchet 2. So,
Right.
Yeah,
Going strong.
Yeah, so, and still, Dan Johnson was immortalized in, freaking, especially Into the Nexus, he was definitely in the, he was in that Ratchet and Clank, that Hall of Heroes museum, whatever, where they basically said, Dan Johnson is definitely one of those guys, and then he was even he was actually like an extra skin, like a skin unlockable for Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you that as well when I get all 28 gold bolts. Currently right now, I'm looking towards, like, I think the next episode we're going to go to the Deplanetizer.
Okay.
It's a super weapon that Chairman Drek and Dr. Nefarious have crafted that obliterate planets.
Okay.
They basically set everything from those planets and then use pieces of that planet to form a new planet. So Dan Johnson is definitely one of the ones that has definitely been immortalized, gone but never forgotten.
Yeah.
For like at least 18 years, for like well over 20 years, they've kept Dan. Dan was definitely a huge part of the Insomniac games. Even the world built, like the level building on the OG Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Had Dan Johnson's name on it.
Wow.
He designed it. He designed a lot of those things. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he designed a lot of those games, and they still, obviously we still, keep these forever in our hearts because, Dan Johnson, that's like, Dan Johnson is like, I'm not gonna say Walt Disney because I don't think he's on that level of being that famous, but
I don't ever see Walt Disney Easter eggs. Is there a Walt Disney Easter egg?
I know there are people cosplaying as Walt Disney. I know that for sure.
You sure they're not cosplaying as Hitler?
No, Walt Disney.
Okay.
Dude, this man was so.
How do you cosplay as Walt Disney?
You dress up exactly like him.
In a suit?
Yeah, and he just casually walks around like in a suit, like telling people, hey, what's up, how's it going, or whatever, like when he's just observing, it's like, oh my goodness. There are people like Israel Adesanya, right? I will pull out that clip for you as well. When Chris Van Vliet is doing an interview with Booker T, and Israel Adesanya, he just basically goes, he's just like, wait, is that Booker T? That's what's crazy part too, is like he's really talking to somebody else, like, isn't that Booker T, like in the background, because like literally the Hall of Fame wrestler Booker T was in the building.
Right.
He's like, the five-time, five-time UFC champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, like he was kind of like becoming a fanboy, like, yeah, he was really fanning out, because, that's, yeah, but, I mean, there was a person cosplaying as Walt Disney, or whatever, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm just an observer, don't mind me, or whatever, it's like, you look exactly like that guy, yeah, so, yeah. I mean, God.
Was he Jewish?
He was anti-Semitic, sort of.
Is that ever proven?
That was an unconfirmed rumor.
Rumor.
Family Guy used that in a cutaway gag.
Yeah.
You know, when he literally rises up from the crowd chamber, he's just like, are all the Jews dead yet? No, it's like, we'll be back in. It's just, that's a joke, obviously, but obviously they, you know, I mean, he was, you know, he'd done a lot of freaking, there was, they made Donald Duck a Nazi. That was a weird one.
Oh, that was a joke one, though.
No, that was the one that actually happened, too.
Yeah, I remember Donald Duck as a
Yeah,
Nazi.
Donald Duck and
He was Hitler.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was Hitler, yeah. He had the little mustache and everything.
That's all for parody. So.
Yeah, it was parody, yeah.
So those are unconfirmed rumors as well, but when I'm, like, back on the topic of Dan Johnson, I'm saying he was just on that level. He was a huge part of the Insomniac, and when he passed away, Insomniac Games had actually made it a factor to always include Dan Johnson in everything.
Nice.
So yeah, it would be cool. It'd be kind of weird though, because like his face, you know, as Dan Johnson, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'll pull that up like for the game, like it just for disrespects and tackles, really.
One thing I love about Disney,
Okay.
they team up with the FBI to hunt pedophiles.
Oh.
Yes, because pedophiles love going to Disneyland.
Oh.
Because it's like a fucking candy store to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they teamed up, they got smart, teamed up with the FBI, and they cracked down on pedophiles.
Yeah.
Did you hear about fake Deadpool in Disney World?
There's a what?
Fake Deadpool. So some guy goes to Disney World in a Deadpool costume, starts acting like, you know, Deadpool. Kids are rushing to him, right? He's being annoying as shit. And you know how they're not supposed to talk? The characters?
Well, mascots don't really talk now.
Yeah. So he's talking, right?
Well, he's freaking Deadpool, of course. You know.
Right.
Part of
This is fake Deadpool.
He's the merc with the mouth. He
I know
has to
that.
stay in character and actually speak.
But this is fake Deadpool.
Yeah,
Because he's not legally allowed to be in Disneyland no more.
This is legally Deadpool.
Illegally Deadpool.
Legally Deadpool. Get it?
No.
No, legally Deadpool. Legally dead.
Oh, legally dead. Yeah, he's banned for life from Disneyland.
He should be too.
Because he was wearing those costumes so he can touch kids.
Really?
Yes. Oh, the kids are rushing to me. Oh. That's how that fucker was thinking.
In his head, yeah.
Yeah. He was taking pictures with kids and all that. People thought he was real. He was acting like a complete dick.
That was boogeyman type behavior.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
That was just terrible.
Going to Disneyland in a costume so that you can play with kids, that's fucking weird.
That's Dean Coral vibes right there.
Right. That's fucking weird.
The Candyman vibes.
Right. Did I tell you about the guy with the candy van?
Are you familiar with the case of the Candyman, Dean Coral?
No.
Yeah, he was a child killer too.
Wow, child killer.
Yeah. And it wasn't until after his associates spoke out about him and their awful behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was, the Candyman, he basically had killed like a bunch of boys.
Wow.
And murdered them.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a child killer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, going backwards to Easter eggs, I mean, Dan Johnson, obviously, they got to keep him part of it, it's one of the things.
Cave Johnson?
Dan Johnson.
Oh, Dan Johnson.
Dan Johnson, not Cave Johnson.
I think it's Cave
So
Johnson.
probably wondering where I got this, and I really wanted pictures of Spider-Man, but they offered me to do the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Think, Mark!
Excuse me. Fake news. Jamie Foxx's impression of Donald Trump, that had me dying, because it was so freaking on point, and that's crazy. The fact that he was a black guy, and he could just, channel that,
His inner Don.
Yeah, the Don himself, the Donald. A lot of respect. Like I said, for crying out loud, this man's a father, it's just, that's just terrible.
I'm so happy the shooter's dead.
The Cabot as well. The Cabot was one of the things that Volition would do, is that they would automatically, if you're familiar with the Saints Row games, you could find the Cabot in the video games.
Oh.
From time to time, you could actually look out to like the
All of
farther
them?
reaches of the sea, and like Saints Row 2, you would find the Cabot, just emerging from the water, like the whole sea creature myth or whatever. It's like you could find an actual Cabot, which is basically, like a, it's like a bunny mascot, really.
Okay.
So Saints Row the Third, they had the Cabot during the Gangsters in Space expansion.
Oh.
when you're on set, I think it's mission 2 of the Gangsters in Space, you know, that type of DLC storyline. You find the cabin in there. Saints Row 4, same deal. You know, and then Saints Row 2022, they had the cabin as a collectible.
Huh.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So that's a running gag for them.
Yeah, Volition has always included the cabin into their things.
Nice.
Yeah. The whole thing, too, is like, I like how the Saints Row and the Red Faction series are all interconnected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's called the Red Faction Brewery, but with Saints Row and with Saints Row 2 and Red Faction Armageddon, right? Was it Armageddon?
I remember playing Red Faction 2
Oh, I played Red Faction.
and blowing up the buildings.
I love Red Faction and the fact that yeah, that's mind blowing.
The RPG actually blows up the building?
Yeah. Like destructible environments in a video game? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was like breathtaking back then.
Was it Red Faction Armageddon or was that one of them? One of the Red Faction Guerrilla. That's what it was. Red Faction Saints Row 2 Red Faction Guerrilla. They're connected because the Ultor corporations, that same crooked corporations, they're interconnected. Yeah. They actually in Saints Row 2022 they actually have the Red Faction Brewery.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
They've always incorporated there. I just love how games of that nature are always interconnected.
Yeah.
I just like when those things actually cross over or whatever.
Right, the in-game universe.
Yeah. Or like Brutal Legend, right?
Okay.
You're talking to the Guardian of Metal, and you're getting like different upgrades, like Mount Rockmore effigies, and they have Rasputin or whatever, and they have like Tim Schafer, and it's like, hey, I think I know that guy. Again, just, shout out to the developers. Yeah, they developed, Tim Schafer developed Psychonauts.
Nice.
And he did a lot of games really. They did the Psychonauts series. They did Full Throttle Remastered, Grim Fandango. Those are all Double Fine games.
Nice.
Up until Brutal Legend again, Double Fine as well.
Right.
Yeah, and Psychonauts 2, that was one of the games that I never really would have expected that to be so good. Did you ever play that game?
I played Psychonauts 1.
Oh, you played the first one? Yeah, you played the first one. But the fact that after 15 years, it's like, he probably pocketed the money and probably ran away with it. No, he delivered a really good game on top of that.
Yeah.
Tim Schafer, while not critically successful, the games themselves, develop cult followings because the quality of their stories and their writings are just so good at that time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like Tim Schafer has the way of, doing stuff like that, so, I don't know.
Do you still have Need for Speed Most Wanted?
PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I keep a CD booklet at the house, so obviously one of them I got them on there. Yeah.
And that's a classic game.
Yeah.
It outsold Halo back in the day.
Yeah, it was really on that level. So much so that there's actually achievements for the 360 port.
Really?
Yeah, there is.
Wow.
There's achievements for the Xbox 360 port.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. That makes me happy to hear.
Why I prefer Most Wanted on the 360 than the PlayStation 2?
What? Graphics?
Right triggers accelerate.
Oh, instead of X.
Makes a huge difference.
Instead of X, yeah.
Yeah, because if I gotta
Hold X.
I gotta tap X and then move the stick.
And then you gotta remove X and hit square for nitrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, trigger for gas is way better.
Yeah, trigger.
Trigger for shooting, trigger for
speed.
speed.
For everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah. I still own a copy of Most Wanted. I had no idea where it came from. I'm not even gonna question where it came from.
Just keep the classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your rhymes are trash. Put them next to your emails. Dude, you've ever seen Epic Lloyd as Donald Trump?
Epic Lloyd? No.
You've never seen...
What, did they do a rap battle?
Look, I don't want to get copyrighted, but an epic rap battle in history, they had Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump.
I've seen that one.
And Lloyd's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss, top tier. I like that stuff. I feel like we should do a tier list. No, because you haven't played games like that in that caliber. This is what's crazy about it, you know?
Yeah.
I was gonna do a tier list on the Apex Legends, and I kind of want to. But
You want to?
Are you like? Do you want to be like? You know, are we talking about inclusionary? Like, I mean, that's the weird part, though. Is I don't really want to get into the whole, you know, Legends tier list.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you know, like I said, I've played that game on and off for the past like 5 years. But are you familiar with?
I played the Apex Legends before, but only the multiplayer.
Well, yeah, that's what the game is. The game itself is a battle royale. It's, I don't know. I'll have to look at tier list maker. I think I probably did to get rid of the porn, though. You know. I'll admit, I get a little bit lonely sometimes, and I have a year of trans angels and a year of browsers. So
Trans Angels?
Yes.
Huh, I thought you'd be more like Gender X.
But the whole is a whole at the end of the day. The epic rap battles of Omegle.
So do you consider yourself bi since you like trans?
Bisexual, yes.
Okay, same here.
In the context of, you know,
Yeah, same here.
I am the pitcher, not a catcher. That makes sense?
I'm a top also.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a top also.
Yeah.
I don't. It's weird, cause I'll consider myself bisexual, but the only men I like are transsexuals.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've always been attracted to femininity.
Okay. Sponsors, there are only two
genders.
Oh, God. God, that's so. God. They're like, you gotta keep it down because the owner doesn't want that and everything. Okay, you put this on vibrate. You put it on vibrate because I know.
It's gonna ring.
No, I know that freaking there's gonna be a Karen or somebody be like, yeah, you need to keep down the volume or the noise or whatever. Yeah, this woman, I don't know what it was. She just called me nonstop. So we're gonna make a quick tier list.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into doing that whole thing. Like I said, I wanted to do Apex Legends, but ever since the router got taken away, which is kind of weird. I think it said like by the 20th it would stop working. So.
Was that John?
Yeah, it was Jay's Wi-Fi.
Yep.
No,
Okay.
like, thank you, Jay, because I got so much freaking. I was able to get so much done. I was able to get a whole lot done. Apex Legends.
I'm gonna do a quick check on the channel real quick.
See how good the last video was.
You talking about my channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see how the tech review did so far.
Oh, the tech review?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look. First thing. I just loaded up YouTube. It's the first thing.
Did I say tech support?
Yeah, she by the Steam Deck. Tech support by AZ.
I like the PNG because you can put it in anything, so.
Your friend commented.
Is it Sterling or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, definitely for.
Oh, Def Jam, yeah. Def
Yeah,
Jam
it
is
was
new,
classic.
Yeah.
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 Man. Oh, dude, did I tell you I almost died?
Everybody has meds, no?
Did I tell you I almost died?
Did you get this time?
Yeah. So, you know how I take seizure meds?
Yeah.
So I'm on the legal maximum of seizure meds.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to have any more because it's illegal to have that much.
It is illegal to have that much.
So my pill, right? That big ass fucking pill is worth 3 Lamictal.
Okay.
And I have to take 2 of them. That's like 6 Lamictal, right?
Okay.
Alright, so I take my meds. This is before I got the bubble pack. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Before I had the bubble pack. So, just the bottles. So I take my meds, right? I forget that I took my meds. So I take my meds again. Right?
Yeah.
That's 12 fucking Lamictal.
Okay.
Dude, I was literally on the ground, throwing up vomit from the stomach acid, like it was green.
There was no sound.
It's gross.
I couldn't move. I blacked out. I couldn't see.
That's gnarly with a capital G.
Right?
No, it's capital G, so dumb.
Isn't it spelled with a G?
Huh?
It's spelled with a G, isn't it?
Yeah, I know that, yeah. Yeah, we'll do Apex Legends, we'll do that whole thing, because ever since the internet router gave up on me, I was actually gonna do that on stream.
Okay.
I was gonna be like, oh yeah, let's rank them, you know, one by one or whatever, because I mean, I own freaking legendary skins for almost all these legends. I bought one for Ballistic, who I just unlocked recently.
Nice.
Yeah, they're just so good.
How do you feel about microtransactions?
Well, you have to buy in
Okay.
to play. Yeah, that's the whole
Okay.
thing. You do have to buy in because
I guess.
it's so much easier to unlock characters than it is to like actually like you know access these characters. You know, like because I mean, 12,000 for 12,000 to unlock a new legend or you know whatever. Like I said, you have to buy in to get these characters. So you get these characters, and then a lot of these games you play for free and you get Apex packs, and you know you get some premium currency from time to time. So yeah, absolutely, I do buy in.
Okay.
I buy into battle passes on a regular basis now.
I don't like battle passes. I feel like they're a scam of money.
But I already hit tier 100 on the battle pass for Upheaval.
Really?
Season 21, yeah.
Is that max?
Max is 110.
Max 110. Okay.
Battle pass tier 110.
You want some eggs?
Ketchup?
I don't have ketchup.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't have ketchup.
No, that's cool. I'll be alright.
I have sauce though.
I'll have to decline your offer.
I have Asian sauce.
No thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog.
Okay. I'm gonna eat some eggs. I'm hungry. No food for you.
No food for you, yeah. He's actually in an Austin Powers game. He's in an Austin Powers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking defensive conduits. Some of these names.
Oh, did I tell you what my mom said about you?
What did she say?
She said you were a blessing in my life.
But yeah, you won't watch my podcast. Interesting. Apex Legends, the only thing I really have an issue with that is the time to kill is an all-time high. See, in Fortnite I can easily drop a 20 bomb, it's no big deal, but yeah, it's just, you know.
You have Steam, don't you?
No.
You don't have Steam?
I uninstalled Steam.
No way. So many free games.
Yeah. Legends character.
You know I made you a mini boss in my inscription game?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I made you a mini boss. You're a card with great stats. And it shows your avatar as the picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For real, for real?
Yeah, for real, for real.
Download image? Okay, cool. No, I'm just grabbing this. Okay. Says it's past your dead time. That's all I ever do. Yeah, I'm tripping out because there's obviously like quite a few different legends that, there's a lot of different legends. I feel like this next one is probably going to be, I think this new season is hinting at a tagger,
What do you mean?
like, I think spray paints may be a huge core of the game.
Spray paint?
Yeah.
Like aperture tag?
Yeah, sure.
Remember that one?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to do this in alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But there's like, I don't know, like 21 different, no, it's probably more than like 25 characters, I believe.
Really?
That's legends, you know, it's just, you know. Yeah, because there's going to be, we're just going to have to go down the list. list of Apex Legends. Like if I put a name to a face, then I could, then I could definitely, give my take on these characters. Yeah, so.
Who's your favorite Apex character?
Well, that's the thing. The Legends are playable characters, Apex Legends Mobile. So, I'll take this from the Assault class. These are the ones that are basically heavy weapons experts, definitely
Like tanks?
soldiers, like ground troops and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
not necessarily tanks, but they're damage prone.
Damage.
Yeah, they're more so like glass cannons.
Oh, glass cannon.
Yeah, glass cannons.
Okay, like a sniper.
Yeah, like they can easily be dispatched in any way, shape, or form, but they're kind of like those with the ability to useful in the middle of combat. So you got. Okay, so we're gonna go from the assault class. We're gonna start with Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Now, I know the legendary skin for Bangalore, which is definitely made it. What if you were to break that and all of mercury just seeps into your lungs? And
Right.
I'm sorry.
You see that right there?
Yeah, I see that.
It's dead.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's dead. It's just stuck in there.
Oh,
Been there
wow.
for like months. I don't know how to get it out of there. I'm not going to either.
Like a brush, maybe?
I'm not going to get it out of there.
So, we're talking about Bangalore, right?
Okay.
I mean, if I'm talking about like airstrikes or her ultimate, really.
Yeah.
I think it does damage, but it hardly ever hits.
Yeah.
She spells the most mundane. She's a basic character that's already available to play.
Mhm.
And some of those characters I'm actually very critical on.
Mhm.
Because some of their stuff is game changing, and other times they're pretty useless.
Yeah.
So, gosh, I mean, freaking, like I said, as far as her mobility goes, the thing I don't like about her as well is because she kind of has that thing where she's kind of on the spot at double time in it.
Mhm.
And, people are, like I said, she's a glass cannon, but I don't really have use for her. I would kind of put her at but overall, she's been talking, she's been, connecting with Jackson, who we're gonna get into that character Newcastle later for support or whatever. So overall, I'd say it's C tier.
C tier. Okay.
She says the most mundane stuff, but yeah. So I'm gonna give her a C for Bangalore. Moving on to Fuse, the bombastic explosive experts. What I think I do love about Fuse, and this is one of his passive abilities, is that because of his metal arm, whatever, he uses it as a launcher for other projectiles.
Oh.
So say for
He has the arm cannon.
So say for example, if you were to have frag grenades, thermites, and arc stars, you can use those into his arm, and his arm will shoot them off like a cannon.
Nice.
And will continue shooting those things repeatedly. It means you could stockpile them, and then you could just dump a bunch of freaking things. That's what I love. His mortar flare is definitely, like I said, that basically, shoots it out of the sky and, forms a ring and everything, Despite the fact that he's Aussie.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Fuse. Definitely love Fuse because of that. Yeah, it's just his passive abilities, stuff like that, where he's able to do stuff like that is pretty crazy. Again, glass cannon, not really viable in a one-on-one contact and anything, but just it's more so the way you're able to launch so many projectiles. However, it depends. I've seen some really good Fuse players. I've seen great Bangalore players. I've seen really great Wraith players. We'll get into that. We'll get into those characters later. Like I said, they can become more viable. They can become more viable in a match, and it's just I've seen really great fuses being used. So yeah, he gets a lot of play. Obviously.
A lot of people main him.
A lot of people do main Fuse because Fuse, like I said, he's a glass cannon. But again, the fact that he can carry all those projectiles and then use those in combat on other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are game-changing people. But yeah. I'm gonna give Fuse. I'll give him an A.
Nice.
I'll give him an A.
Nice.
Now going on to Mad Maggie, the drills and the wrecking balls and stuff like that. like I said, not as viable as Fuse. However, she gets when holding a shotgun. Like holding a shotgun, it like increases her mobility.
Huh?
I would go into like say a B. This was what season was she introduced? She was introduced in one of those seasons. I think it was like probably season 12 when Mad Maggie came along.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll give her a B.
B.
Ash goes up to an A.
Huh.
By the way, interesting little tidbit. Ash is actually one of the people who were one of the main antagonists for Titanfall 2 in that campaign.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll meet Ash when we eventually get into when we get into Titanfall 2 and we go through their campaign. We'll do that and check that out. Yeah, but Ash gets an A.
Okay.
She's got like an arc smear.
Okay.
Basically, she fires off the smear, and if it connects, then it will basically lock somebody into a circular motion to where they can't move. So it's pretty much going to paralyze them.
Huh.
And when it comes to like escaping or getting away from conflict, she can then use a sword as an ultimate where she can basically cut basically like a rift, and creates a rift where you can transport from where you launch that sword to the point where what's lashed up creates like a rift portal for you to get out of battle. I've rocked people as Ash, so like I said, I give them an A.
Right.
Ballistic though, let's talk about ballistic. Honestly, my ballistic was hard, dude. I played ballistic when I just unlocked him, and I love that guy already. He's got a smart bullet that has
Auto aims?
Huh?
Auto aims?
It's got a lock-on feature.
Nice.
The smart bullets have a lock-on feature.
Nice.
That I have used from time to time, and I have hit plenty of targets when I go to like third party them and I do stuff like that again.
Nice.
I'm crazy with the shotguns, crazy with different games. I like ballistic a lot more than all the other legends because of the smart bullets and everything, and the fact that it still does damage and it still does lingering damage. All of that stacked onto all the damage I'm putting into you.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna put. Am I really going to put S tier?
Really?
Like I said, I love ballistic a lot, dude. He's who said I can't teach an old legend new tricks, right?
Right.
Yeah. An older gentleman, but he's, like I said, he's pretty badass, so I put ballistic in S. Alright, so.
Okay.
Going to skirmishers with abilities that can help get in and out of fights with ease. Okay?
Yeah.
The first skirmisher I will get into is Pathfinder. Again, one of the base characters you unlock in Apex Legends. Like, they're already available on Play. Pathfinder?
Yeah.
As far as his mobility goes, like I said, grappling guns are definitely what he uses to get out of situations better.
Yeah, like that, man?
In a way, yeah, but, in a way to make their escape, set up zip lines and stuff as their ultimates and stuff like that. I think Pathfinder is pretty decent.
Okay.
If you ever played, I forget who played, I think it was somebody else. It was one of those characters who made Pathfinder. By the way, the guy who voices him, Chris Edgerly, aka the Edge voice.
You cool if I turn this off and then turn this on?
What are we doing on light though?
On light? No, not the light. Just the air fan.
Oh, okay.
Because it's kind of like stale air and it's a little warm in here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Can you feel it over there?
Yeah.
I'm pushing it all the way over.
Yeah. So, Chris Edgerly, oh, geez.
Shit. That came up a lot faster than I thought. Chris Edwards?
Huh?
Chris?
Oh, Chris Edgerly, aka the Edge voice. He actually plays as Pathfinder.
Really?
Yeah, he regularly plays this character. He plays Pathfinder regularly. Like I said, useful, but, kind of, like I said, he's more of a bot, like a literal bot. So, I put him at a B, to be fair.
See?
Again, there's no real wrong legend to pick, These are just coming from my opinion and just people that I've played as.
Okay.
With these different characters. Like, if they call for challenges, I'll play as somebody like Ultra, I'll get into that maybe or something, like something else. So, I need to open up a whole different tab too, because I think that would go on the tier list, so. Apex, so, just a quick recap. We put Bangalore at a C, is that correct?
Bangalore's at a I thought you were keeping track.
Oh, yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm keeping track of it.
Okay, cool.
So Bangalore's at a C, right? Use you want to put in an A. Maggie. It increases your mobility when she's in shopping, which increases the number of passes. Bad Maggie at B, Ash is on an A. Plates and are still regularly done some good stuff with Ash. And, like I said, we're like shouts out a bunch of the apexlegends.family.com/wiki. If you want to, basically, look those up. Again, instead of us, we have all these characters. You just have an original experience. And I'm from Ballistic with the past. I love Ballistic. So I'm getting, having something. And then going into, Ballistic has and then go to Pathfinder. Again, these legends, they're viable on what you feel comfortable with.
Right.
Like I said, this is coming from my opinion and my opinion playing the game for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
So
5 years is a good, respectable opinion.
that is a very respectable opinion. Like I said, I'll get into altar later, but like I said, they'll be a bit higher if I have decent use of their abilities as well. I'm not really one of those guys. I'm more like a contact where they shoot in the face directly. I'm the type of guy in fighting game that doesn't block. So
Really, I'm the same type.
yeah, I'm the
I'd rather button mash.
Yeah, well, not really button mashing, but more so like, I definitely try to string combos together. I believe Pathfinder at a C. Next is Wraith. Wraith, lifts and teleporting is kind of like what she does.
Right.
That's what made it the meta for a while, especially like first, OG Apex, like Season 1 Apex. Wraith was a very good use of getting in and out of trouble.
Okay.
With more lifting and doing portals and stuff like that. I'll put her at a B. The reason why I think Wraith is because Wraith isn't really used effectively in combat. I put her at a B. Like I said, last cannon, but she's able to get in and out of trouble. But when she's reviving, that's where she's at really close to So she basically, she's definitely a liability in that one.
Okay.
Wraith is at a B. There's a different meta though, where people are running Wraith and they're running the Wingman. And, they're basically getting those headshots with pistols only, and that's what's, they do.
Wow.
Stuff like that, yeah. And Revenant. See, I remember playing Revenant back in Season 4, and, like I said, I own a legendary skin for Revenant and all that, but his mythic is, his heirlooms are so gangster, where it's a literal, like Grim Reaper sight.
Nice.
That he uses as his weapon, as his heirloom, like as his melee weapon.
Yeah.
Like that. I did love the freaking, I did love those cluster things. I don't know what they're called. They're called freaking, what's that thing with like 20 faced dice?
Oh, 20, I think it's 20 face dice.
And when he uses the 20 dice, he uses that, and that basically stops people. Their ultimate.
So he rolls D20s?
Yeah, D20s. Yeah. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
He used to do that. No, he doesn't do that anymore because he got like a rework, which is weird. Like the stupid count thing. I don't know if I got count thing, but what I remember from Revenant, is that he was a douche. He's just kind of like a dick. Where like he kind of wants to die, but for whatever reason, Loba won't kill him. Like Loba is like, it's actually written. Because Revenant had killed Loba's parents. This is a huge spoiler for him. He doesn't go keep fucking more of it. Killed the Andrade family. And Loba wants to kill Revenant, but Revenant wants to die, but Loba won't let him. Loba won't kill him. And the suffering is, letting him, run the game, which is kind of depressing. But yeah, Revenant and Loba, they definitely don't see eye to eye. I'll put Revenant at an A because, he would have been S, but he lost a ladder when they gave him that stupid jumping boost. He used to use things called death totems, right? Where he would set it as an ultimate. And then anyone who uses it will not only be armored up, but when they get down to like 50% health, they work back to the death totem. So they'll be injured, but they won't die.
Yeah.
And that was a huge game changer for most people too.
Okay.
that, yeah, so you know, she said body, like, they'll have body armor forever.
Mhm.
I like that, you know, the whole Reaper sight, again. There's only one other heirloom melee weapons that I have in my possession, because I haven't really gotten the whole dark cards and, you know, heirlooms and different melee weapons and stuff for different characters, so.
Okay.
I would put Revenant at an A.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, and that's fair to say. It would have been an S, but like I said, that stupid, you know, this wow, that stupid, you know, that jump doesn't make it look so.
Okay.
And his passive is that when he crouches, he moves faster,
Huh.
like a spider.
Huh.
Kind of like how a spider moves.
Huh.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, Revenant goes in A.
A.
Like I said, right, so. Octane. Octane's a huge glass cannon. His passive is that he heals. He runs on stims, where it kind of like subtracts, it kind of like takes down like a piece of his health, but he's able to blow that back, and that's part of his passing.
Okay.
You know, like he uses stims to get, when we talk about Octane, we talk about some useful stuff being used. Octane is actually, like I said, still, like skirmishers are kind of a glass cannon if they're able to get in and out of conflict. Octane is the same way, a bit faster than all the other legends, because they, you know, one shot of stim, they can just, you know, throw at the speed of light. His ultimate is a jump pad, again, pretty useless,
Okay.
unless if you're wanting to get out of conflict, or in this case, when you're wanting to maneuver better, like, you know, out of the ring and into the fighting areas. So, Octane is a decent skirmisher. As far as characters go, Octane himself is pretty, you know, like I said, you know, a high-speed daredevil, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, glass cannon, but able to, you know, Octane is kind of neck and neck for him from the feet. That's fair to say.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people use Octane better. Valkyrie, the Winged Adventure. Valkyrie. Now, if it calls for a challenge, I won't necessarily use Valkyrie.
Really?
Again, I have a legendary skin. For a lot of these characters, there's only like one, I think like 2 characters that I don't have a legendary skin for yet.
Mm.
Plus, because I can't afford the 12,000 to unlock to craft those legendary weapons, those legendary outfits.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Valkyrie. Valkyrie is definitely one of her passives is that her double jump is a jetpack.
Huh.
So she could still, you know, for like 5 or I think it's like 5 seconds, she's still able to use the jetpack
Nice.
to get out of trouble and stuff like that. She does this thing where it's like an afterburner type deal, where she kind of like she does like a sky. She does like a
You know what I can do? I can open the window because it's all cold outside.
yeah. We'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need air and stuff like that.
Yeah, we need air. Yeah, it does nicer.
Well, not necessarily a glass cannon, but more so like Valkyrie. You know, when she has like her tactical ability, that she's able to like have like swarm missiles. And, you know, there's been times where, you know, you can't necessarily do it, you know, you can't really do it inside of buildings where the ceilings are really like right next to each other. Yeah. It's just, you know, more often than not, I've seen Valkyrie get played a lot because she's able to get out of the ring. When she does the skydive launch, her whole team can go with her.
That's OP.
Yeah, that is pretty powerful. Yeah.
That's OP as hell.
I will put her at a B.
Only B?
Yeah, B. Well, because you don't really want to, you know, I don't really want to say she's above Octane or above Wraith, really. I wanted to make it all fair, you know. It's just, again, based on the use that I get out of her.
Yeah.
Horizon. I don't play Horizon often, but I have witnessed a lot of people who have played really, really well with Horizon.
Okay.
She's again, you know, able to use those, airlifts. Like not really airlifts, kind of like those. You're familiar with those? You never played? You played Halo 3, right?
Yeah.
You're familiar with the map Parallels?
No.
You don't remember Parallels?
Is that the one with the grav lifts and it's...
The grav lifts, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She has that as a tactical where she's able to form grav lifts, and that's able to like lift her in the air and get her out of trouble and everything, yeah.
Nice.
And then she has like a she has a thing where she's kind of like the singularity, which is kind of like a gravity bomb that she pretty much puts off that basically locks people in place and whoever gets stuck in it and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like I said, not necessarily a great Horizon player myself. In the calls for a challenge, I'll play as her. But I do like playing as her too, because her legendary skin, she's got parts that literally remind me of like Power Rangers.
Okay.
That type of legendary skin. I'll pull it up for you right now, just in case.
Okay.
Hey, that's
We just hit the 2 hour 30-minute mark.
okay. What do we look on battery?
Let me double check. 53.
Okay. When that gets to like 30, you can just plug it in now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just plug it in.
At the 3 hour mark, should we take a break?
Well,
For memory?
We're taking a break talking, aren't we?
We're also doing the show.
Yeah, we're doing the show from time to time, but we're also doing those whole,
Yeah.
we're doing,
But don't you need to take a break from memory
no,
and upload it?
no.
No? How much memory do you have on this thing?
Like I said, I got like at least over 20 gigabytes, I think we're good.
Oh, okay.
Apex Legends, Horizon, Legendaries. No, there was one from a collection event. I own these. I own this one. I remember it vividly.
Okay.
There's a lot of these ones right here. Oh my goodness, look at this stuff. I mean, it's straight out of freaking Voltron and Power Rangers and that type of deal.
Yeah, it's true.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Huh.
I still rock that skin.
That screams 90s.
Yeah, that is. That's so go Power Rangers. Not even morphine copyrighted.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No, but Horizon, like I said, I don't use it very often. However, I do rock an amazing Horizon, and I've made it. Damn it, I'm put B. Like I said,
A lot of bees. Is that because all the players are so well-rounded?
well, there's good players. Like I said, I don't play as often as I should.
Okay.
I haven't played these characters as well as I should. But no, I mean, if we're thinking about Ballistic, obviously Ballistic is going to take that top spot for,
Yeah.
As assaults.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a Ballistic as an S. Horizon. But what I do think Revenant's kind of like miles above all the other ones. It's just,
Even above ballistic?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying we'll wait and see.
Okay.
Alter, I'll have to put like a D.
Really? How come?
Well, I haven't used her very often, but I'm familiar with people who have used Alter to get out of these sticky situations. So assault.
We're still in the assault class?
Yeah, in the assault class I have, okay, then the skirmishers. Assault, skirmisher. These type of classes are to get in and out of trouble easily. I put Alter at D. She's brand new and I haven't really used them, but I have seen her effectiveness if used properly. But like I said, I'm not skilled at it.
Okay.
Recon Legends. This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be definitely really hard to do. Because there's only 4 available in the game in total.
Really?
Really, yeah.
Okay.
Some of these skirmishers, like Pathfinder, for example, can get an upgrade where, they're actually allowed to, able to scan survey beacons to reveal enemy positions on the mini-map for 30 seconds, too, because they only have 30 seconds to go. There's only 4 of them in the game in total. Let's start with Bloodhound. The cone thing I'm not a big fan of, but as far as recon goes, I absolutely love playing as Bloodhound, because he looks looks so freaking dope as, a recon, as a legendary skin recon and stuff like that. Like, the whole thing as a cone, I don't get it. Like, I don't really understand it. I don't like how it turns white as well. I'll put him at C. However, again, and I must preface this before as a reminder, this depends on my opinion and what I've played in the past. I'll put Crypto at an A. I absolutely dread and hate using the drone because I accidentally tap A. I accidentally tap L1 when I'm playing on PlayStation 5.
Okay.
And when I do that, like, especially in engagements, I automatically just go to the L1. And it's just, again, it's just not really my brain. It's not really my brain, but it's kind of like my left arm is paralyzed. So
Yeah.
once I compensate for the other side. So yeah, I hate doing that. But as far as with drilling out in any position, like using his drilling, his ultimate to, basically launch out an EMP that actually disables your tacticals.
Nice.
It freezes up and stuns your opponents and stuff like that. Yeah, like I like using Crypto. Crypto's dope. His old inconspicuous legendary skin, I rock that all the time basically.
Nice.
Crypto, inconspicuous. That type of legendary. This type of legendary skin. These right here. Pretty fly for okay. Right?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a detective.
Yeah, his paranormal activity, Yeah. Yeah, he's got, he's, like I said, Crypto, I like Crypto. He was introduced in Season 3. This was actually the first season I ever played was Season 3.
Oh, okay.
When I finally was like, give Apex Legends a shot, it's like, well, it's overrated. And then I'm just like, whoa, this is actually surprisingly good. And you don't have to build on top of this. This is dope. I'm definitely going to get into this. So, yeah, when I first started, I played Crypto at A. And, yeah, just, Season 7, I saw Legendary Skin Inconspicuous. I rocked that. What are the other legendary skins that I have?
What the fuck is that noise? Did you hear that right?
Yeah, I just don't know where that came from.
That was weird.
I think you got what it takes. You got what it takes, San Diego. Okay. Yeah, let me just. Can I download these? Ooh, game changer. I can download these images on top of that.
Nice.
I want to get into SSX and really, gauge my favorite characters from that series.
That's the snowboarding game that you love, right?
Yeah, snowboarding Supercross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into that stuff because that stuff's gonna be pretty cool. It's just gonna be basically going on my experience with the games from SSX to SSX, from SSX to SSX, because that's essentially what it is, It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, from the first one to the last one they ever did. And by the way, made that backwards compatible for the Series X?
Yeah?
Yeah, Series X. Yeah, because the game itself, it's like, okay, so, yeah, they made it backwards compatible. I still own SSX3 for the Xbox.
Nice.
So, yeah, I still have that available, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so, just so we're clear, I can actually, dude, this is a game changer if I can do all this stuff. I put Alt-Rated D, and again, no disrespect. If you played these before, voice your opinions in the comments below on who you think is more viable.
Please.
Or, give the argument as to why, they should have been better, or should have been higher. We're gonna do Mortal Kombat eventually, but
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
we're gonna get to the point where we come full circle on these characters. And it's not to say that these characters themselves are irredeemable. They just need to be given more. Let them do more, let them have a larger part in the story. Because, the fact where even Mortal Kombat 1 characters, still to this day are still getting played just shows a testament to how good those characters are.
Yeah.
Like Ashra, for example, you would think, oh yeah, well it's garbage, she's just like a demon lady. But, a demon lady with a sword, I can get behind that, Can't she do the same thing where it's like, oh yeah, blind swordsman? It's like, yeah, I was just so happy it was made available in Mortal Kombat 1. Because, we haven't seen him since X, and I feel like he was supposed to come back, and I'm just happy that he did come back. His story and everything. I didn't spoil the whole Mortal Kombat thing for you, right? The whole story will be available at a later time, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to download the whole tier list. Yeah. Okay. Everyone else is a medium legend. Interesting. Okay. So, I downloaded 27 different characters, and Apex Legends, 27 characters that are available that are playable in the game. That's in 2024.
Okay.
As far as Season 21 is concerned. So we're going over Recon, right? So, again, Crypto's at an A. Where do you think Vantage places in this? I like her ultimate, and how she uses snipers to.
I was just about to say the sniper rifle.
They have a sniper's mark,
Hmm.
where it basically pins those targets and it basically locks them. Sets an aggro for those characters as well.
Ooh.
Decent mobility. She's got echo and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Ash is obviously able to as far as recon goes, able to get like she's able to stick people with that. I'll go B.
B. Alright.
Can take a lot heavier hits, especially from snipers as well. I think she gets like a damage boost. Again, don't quote me on that. I'm not wrong. I mean, I don't think I might be wrong with that, but like I said, I give her a B. B is a fair. Seer, an ambush artist. Seer, I didn't really care for that season, but as far as Seer goes, I've definitely played some games and got some games in as Seer. If you were to look, I don't know if I deleted my trophy list or like the clips that I made, but I was the last kill. I got the last kill with a devotion, and I got a win
Nice.
as a recon Asian. That was in the trophy. I did that with Seer.
Nice.
Overall, I would say I'd go B.
Okay.
I think Crypto's the best amongst them, and chief amongst them, but there's only 4 of them available in the game. So like I said, there's other recons that could probably be added in at a later date. Support legends are those with abilities for protecting, reviving, or resupplying squad mates. This is why the Apex Legends fandom stuff. So resupplying squad mates. Let's go with Gibraltar.
Is he a boxer?
No, he is a support unit.
Okay.
So Makoa Gibraltar. I'll give him an A.
Hey. Okay.
He's got his passive.
You don't say A lightly.
His passive is that he has like an arm shield.
Arm shield. Okay.
Yeah, his whole thing is a shield.
Okay.
So he has that, like the arm shield is when you're aiming down sights and everything, and boom, it just sets up that level of shield. His tacticals is he got like a bubble shield where he's able to put like a shield barrier around people.
Okay.
Blocks gunfire too, by the way.
Nice.
It nullifies the damage. Of course, like if they rush in and stuff like that, it's fine. But
Can the bullets go one way?
Huh?
Can the bullets go through one way?
No, they.
Like if you're in the bubble, can you shoot your enemy?
Well, if you aim for the legs, obviously, but I mean, they put up like an arm shield, which is one of the passives, like when they do his aim down sights, The same thing. Remember when we were playing
Gears of War.
We were playing Gears of War Judgment, and when they had like the boom shield available, and they basically set up that shield.
Yeah, I stood in front of you.
For their legs,
Yeah, I stood in front of you and took the machine gun fire.
Yeah, and I told you to aim for the legs. So
Yeah.
That's what you have to do with Gibraltar to really counter him.
Okay.
Overall, that bubble shield is actually pretty useful. Like, say for example, if you get down by like a sniper rifle, and I have to pick you up, I would just drop my tactical bubble shield and then I would res you. But that's like for meters away, like at least 50 meters away. Yeah. So Gibraltar is actually very useful, very viable. Do I even have legendary skins for Gibraltar? Gibraltar legendary skin. I rock them. I rock them. Legendary skin.
That night air feels really good.
Yeah, if you say so.
You don't like it?
No, I mean I like it, but it's just the whole King of the Sea type deal. I think that was the legendary costume.
Oh.
Yeah, some of these are like Gibraltar editions, though. That type of legendary skin where it's like King of the Sea, where it's got like the whole Shark Slayer type deal.
Yeah.
Like these ones too, but this Gibraltar skin looks clean though, oh my gosh. Things are incredible. Definitely getting Moana vibes here though.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, Gibraltar is so gangster. Yeah, so Gibraltar gets an A because he's actually really useful. You got the arm shield and stuff like that, and set up a bubble shield for your teammates to, counter the damage again. Pretty useful. Lifeline. Her passive is that she can actually let down a healing drone that actually picks up your down teammates. And she can still fight off. She's reviving you and unaliving them at the same time.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Very useful. Again, I own the shock sticks.
That gotta be an S tier. Being able to rise and defend.
But is she? That's the weird part too. I will put Lifeline in an A. There's only one that really gives me the S tier, and I will reveal who that is later.
Okay.
Like I said, Lifeline, it's like neck and neck.
Okay.
You know, like I said, she was the combat medic and stuff like that, so she's able to call in care packages and stuff like that. The fact that she's able to revive you at the same time and able to fight off enemies while she's reviving you is, you know, it's definitely a game changer there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people who actually use Lifeline very well. Got them out of trouble. Again, tactical is, you know, a health drone. Basically, you know, one person sits in there for like the next 10, 15 seconds. It's basically fully healing you. That's what's pretty good. You know, like I said, combat medic. Definitely really viable there. I've seen really good Lifeline players. Yeah, Mirage. Where would I put Mirage though? That's the question. One thing I like about his passive is that when he goes to revive you, he cloaks himself. He
So it's harder to be seen.
Yeah, you know, you're off the map. And your ultimate is that you're able to do like a bunch of decoys all at once. You call in decoys. And bamboozles basically, you know, whoever fires and damages those decoys, they actually mark those enemies. Those enemies get marked. Somebody just got bamboozled and then, you know, bam, and, you know, like, again, voiced by Roger Craig Smith, who you might know is the voice artist formerly known for Sonic.
Really?
Sonic the Hedgehog is in a freaking battle royale game, which is crazy. Yeah, yeah. So I'll put Mirage in an A.
Okay.
Yeah. Mirage in an A. Yeah. As far as support legends go, again, support legends are top tier. You know, and actually like reviving and helping people out. Loba Andrade. Activating jump drive. She's decent for getting out of combat. Her black market ultimate though is that you can basically swipe things off. You basically swipe weapons that are within like a 100-meter radius. All the different stuff too, and she's got an eye for quality as her passive as well. So she already like sees epic items, like you know epic items that are available to pick up. You know, level 3 type attachments and stuff like that. You know, so she's got the black market. I put her at a B. She got a jump drive and everything. That basically will, you know, I got knocked several times. But like I said, I've seen a Loba. It's able to do numbers. Let's go to Newcastle next. I'll put Newcastle at a B as well. And the reason why I'm putting B is his shields and his ultimates. Like his ultimate, his ultimate barriers or, ultimate barricades. Like I said, not good with me, but good with other people if played properly. He has a passive as well too, where he will actually shield you while he's reviving you at the same time.
Okay.
So he'll drag you from the battlefield and actually revive you before the battle. Like I said, I played in Newcastle over the years. Everything you can imagine for fundraising. I'm also raising fundraising to repair for a laptop. So if you guys can do that, I'll definitely leave a link there in the description.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my laptop fixed.
Nice.
Like I said, I think the stretch
Did you get a quote yet?
The stretch goal we're really looking for. We're really aiming for 100.
Okay.
So if we can meet that, then that'd be dope. I appreciate it. Like I said, anything helps. Like I said, the owner. I'm just gonna call her the owner. Not really the owner, but the battle axe. Kind of like the wife. The wife had damaged the laptop and refuses to pay it. So.
Really?
Yeah, really.
She did?
She really did.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's when I said, it's like, she won't do it, so, like I said, I will gladly pay the money to her. It's not about the money, it's more so about, if somebody can help me out with that, again, I'll definitely, take a look at any video game, or, I'll do whatever I can to incentivize other people.
Yeah.
So when I come back and check out this channel, because I got some things to say, got some thoughts and everything.
I was just telling them earlier, if there's any games that you want to see played, or any suggestions, put a link in the description or comment down.
We gotta do the Harry Potter series.
The Lego one?
Or, no, I was just gonna say Harry Potter in general.
Like Harry Potter Legacy?
Huh?
Like the new one?
Well, Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, yeah.
I still gotta buy that.
Oh, yeah?
They're like
It's like $70.
I know.
It better be worth it.
It is worth it.
Yeah.
Remember that whole kerfuffle? Like, oh, it's transphobic because apparently the author doesn't really look at them as like fantasy creatures or something. This is the weird part too, okay? This is so ridiculous. One writer's opinion does not really dictate the pace for how life should be, you know? It's not like, you know, it's not an end-all be-all type deal. I mean, maybe it sounds bad, you know?
I ever tell you my transsexual farmer joke?
Again, we're saving that for after.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We don't want to get terminated automatically.
Right. Canceled.
Remember, he wanted to get to heaven, but he was like, "See, this is why we're sharing your place in hell now." Conduits. I'll go S. I'll tell you why conduit is the best of the support group.
What?
Can amp up your shields. You can. I mean, you've seen me play as. You've seen me on the stream. You've seen me play as conduit, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and you notice how Conduit's been able to, you know, what is it, a shield healer? Yeah, she amps up the shields and powers them up, you know, make them more durable and, you know, stuff like that. I like Conduit. Don't have a legendary skin for her yet, so maybe I'll rock that legendary skin. Maybe I won't. You know, we don't know yet. So. As far as support goes, as far as controller goes, so we're thinking about like who's our favorite amongst the legends. I mean, that's going to be hard. It's going to be tougher to do because if we're going to take ones that are definitely in that, we're really going to only count the S tiers. The S tier ones are going to be like in contention for one of my favorites. Controller legends are those with abilities that fortify a location and trap enemies. Yeah, so we got trappers and stuff like that. Let's start with the toxic trappers and caustic.
Okay.
I love playing as caustic.
Yeah.
I love, especially with that ultimate, whatever, that whole gas grenade thing, that whole Nox grenade.
Yep.
That ultimate's been able to knock people. It can knock you. It doesn't necessarily target your shields, it targets your health in general.
Oh, it's direct damage.
Yeah, the caustic gas, like I said, the whole Nox grenade, that's able to knock people and it's able to damage a lot of people too. Because I've met a lot of people that actually got, you know, down pretty easily because of, you know, I've set toxic traps as caustic. But is he deserving of an S tier?
What tier?
If I was to go,
In my opinion, shouldn't there be one S tier for every genre of player?
well, if we're gonna go, then we'll go S on Revenant.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're gonna automatically do, oh yeah, they gotta be above all else. Yeah, I'll put an S tier in each category.
Okay.
Just spoil it. Like I said, you know, if you can get viability, if you feel that all those other characters are viable, then by all means, please, you know, if you can do that, you can definitely share your experiences of how well you're able to do it. You know, like if used effectively, all these characters are, you know, the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah.
So, if you, like I said, if you've gone and played out of those legends, I want to know your thoughts about how good or how great you are. Watson. I love Watson as a character as well. Renee Paquette, who, by the way, interesting thing, may or may not be a part of All Elite Wrestling. She's adorable is what it is. She's just very adorable. Dude, oh my goodness, her legendary hot drop skin. Like, hold on, check these out. These are so good. These are beautiful. And obviously she's, you know, she's French, you know, Renee Paquette and everything, you know, she's got it going on. She's just adorable. I mean, look at how pretty this is, dude. Like I said, you gotta check and see how pretty this is. It's just, you know, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That is good character design.
That's very good character design. She's French and everything, you know. Renee Paquette, who may or may not be all we These are jokes, obviously, you know, shout out to AEW, whatever. I think they're doing okay, I guess, even though their ratings are faltering, but very critical, because, like I said, you should have never got rid of CM Punk. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent. I'm being a little biased, you know, like I said, I'm a CM Punk fan. You know, I respect the guy more, because, you know, he speaks his line. So, I'll put Watson at an A. Yeah, she's, like I said, she's an adorable legend or whatever, so. Yeah, she's adorable, a stack defender and everything too, her freaking, her able to, like, her ultimate is that she's able to, like, put down an electric pylon, and those pylons charge her shields. Yeah, that's, that's just great.
Do any of the legends have sentry turret?
We'll get into turrets in a minute.
Okay.
One of those legends will be brought up.
Okay.
Not as effective as me, but I've seen better players that have actually used this character. Getting into Catalyst, I will put Catalyst at a C. I don't play as Catalyst often. Like I said, I just unlocked her. I got her legendary Void Witch for the Battle Pass was available. So less than 20 days if you wanted to knock those things out. Just yeah, like I said, I unlocked the Void Witch. That's a tier 50 legendary skin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's more so a C because she uses those. Is it oil or sludge or whatever it is? She uses that as blast, and she sets up a wall that divides the team. But what exact abilities were the Let's go with Catalyst. See, Kate subject and constantly to the types of legends. Okay. A controller legend she was introduced in season 15 and is locked in the base game. She can be unlocked using digital currency, either 12,000 or 750 Apex points. They're out a patch of Terra Fluid, which turns into spikes which, when enemies are near, Catalyst remains immune to enemy spikes. Ooh! Enemy spikes with 2 charges? That's even worse. It's going to be shot down by Watson's interception pylon. Barricade is a passive. Reinforced doors, strengthening them and locking them to enemies. Spaces where doors have been destroyed can also be reinforced. Yeah. Dark Veil raise a permeable wall of Terra Fluid. So basically, enemies who walk through it will be slowed and partially blinded for a brief time.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't get a whole lot of use out of it playing as Catalyst.
Mhm.
But like I said, if you use Catalyst properly, like I said, pretty destructive. Like I said.
I can see that being OP with high sensitivity.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Because your opponents slow down, and then your sensitivity is making you move super fast.
Or slowing you down, if anything.
If you know how to handle it, though.
Yeah, like I said, if you like I said, with any of these legends, if you use them properly.
Yeah.
Like I said, I couldn't get a good use out of them, but Catalyst, like I said, if used correctly, she's been, definitely going to be a threat.
Mhm.
I've been playing as altars and Catalyst, like I said. I don't get a whole lot of use out of these guys.